playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
Of a grape matters to me. How would you take that? Because this was a big conversation at the house yesterday.
A big one. A texture of a grape.
Yes. 'Cause I feel like I may have said it wrong.
Say it.
Okay, so my wife got these new grapes. She brought home this big box of new grapes from Sam's Club, which I'm sure were like $10. And they're called moondrops. Have you ever seen a moondrop?
I think I've heard of them.
It's like purple. And I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like it's.
Is that a Van Morrison song?
It was a wonderful night for a moondrop. Yes, I think it's a drink probably. That's a lemon drop. The best way I can describe it is it's about the size and shape of your pointer finger from the last knuckle down.
Okay.
Right? So it's like an, what is that shape? It's not an oval, right? It's thinner than an oval, whatever that is. Whereas a grape is like a circle or kind of an oval.
An orb.
An orb. But my problem was, so I ate one and she saw my face and I made a little bit of a face. I tried not to. And she's
Was
like,
it bitter?
No, not at all. It actually tasted pretty good. Tastes like a good grape. Fine grape. Nothing special. Good grape. But in order for me to enjoy a grape to its fullest, I need to have snap when I bite into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I need it to pop.
Yeah.
I don't like mush. Mush is a texture I'm not a fan of in grapes or bananas. I don't like it. Oh, you can use mush banana for banana bread. Okay, well, then make some banana bread. But I want, if I'm eating a banana, if I'm raw dogging a banana, you know what I'm saying? If I'm like going straight just for banana, I need just white banana.
Okay.
No brown, no mush. If I'm having grapes, but Mel is in her experimental food phase. I've been telling you about that. Last night we had, what the hell was it? Paneer, spinach, something enchiladas. They're basically.
What was the first word?
It's paneer. It's like
Is that a restaurant?
There's
sandwiches and soup.
Paneer bread.
Yeah.
Somebody out. I'm not speaking from expertise, so feel free to correct me. But I can see the pain on my face right now talking about dinner.
That was after a mushy banana.
Paneer's like a type of, I think, Indian cheese. These were basically she when I asked her what was for dinner. And by the way, she's really starting to get over her skis on some things here, and I've kept it to myself.
Watch it.
I just vent on the show and pray she doesn't go back and listen. Sunday night it's a special food night. Whereas like Friday night might be like pizza or something, maybe cheeseburgers, something light and fun.
Sunday ramps you up for the week.
You're exactly right, Jason. It does. And my preferred
Sets the tone.
that Sunday night that is the cornerstone meal of the week to me. Sunday night.
It's game one of the road trip.
It really is.
Yeah.
We'll get to that a little bit later. That's where, like, during the winter, maybe it's a soup or a stew or something, whatever, hearty.
Yeah.
But I also, if I'm going to run the barbecue, generally it's going to be Sunday night. Football, barbecue, it just goes together, right? Well, not only did she take my Sunday nights are generally my night to do dinner, but there's nothing in writing. It's not a contract. So I said, hey, what do you, Sunday morning, hey, what are you thinking for dinner? She goes, I got it. I go, okay, so what are we doing? And she said the word that sends shivers up my spine. She goes, well, this isn't how she said it, this is how it sounded to me. Hey, what are we having for dinner tonight? Fusion.
Set the screen.
And so in my mind, inside the internal dialogue is, oh, God.
I think you went, gross.
Right, like, fusion means you saw a new recipe. Remember, this is the girl that when I met her, there's a picture lying around somewhere I took of her stirring food in a pan in the old apartment we used to live in. The reason I took the picture was to memorialize it because she was cooking, which she just did not do. She did not cook. She was not raised.
You've inspired her.
Well, me, maybe having kids, all that, whatever. And she is now, to her credit, she's a good cook, and she has found the joy in cooking that I have, in a sense. But fusion always means, when she says something like fusion, there are answers that send shivers up my spine. Like, fusion? Hey, what's for dinner? Oh, it's a surprise. Hey, what's for dinner? Don't worry about it. I got it. And that's always code for, it's something new. I don't want you to spend all day already talking yourself into hating it. So just deal. And to her credit, she said, how was it? And she'll take constructive criticism.
Did any part of you feel like, because you had this in the holster, want to go, you're always trying to.
You're always trying to, well, she said, what'd she say? Spruce it up. Spruce it up. You're always trying to spruce up dinner. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss method,
Didn't you want to drop that line?
Jason, I 100% wanted to drop the line, but what I have learned in my 18 years of marriage, 19 of us being together, is it is much like many Kings fans thought last night. It's not a level playing field.
Oh, okay.
There is no quid pro quo. There is no boob for tat. I don't know if I can say that on the air. Yeah. So I didn't.
Okay.
And I acted, hey, oh, okay, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Just had to make sure that wasn't a text from her. It's too early. So it was Indian enchiladas with spinach, some sort of cheese called paneer, and a cilantro jalapeno cream sauce.
Is that why you're eating grapes?
Afterwards, a roasted curried broccoli and basmati rice. Oh, and samosas that I picked up on the way home. The samosas are always a home run. Love samosas, right? To be fair, the curried broccoli was actually pretty good, especially dipped in the sauce. The enchiladas were fine, but I know everybody wants this review, but I think the spinach is just too stringy. I would have done maybe some, and she's really trying to make vegetarian work. It was vegetarian, not vegan, but vegetarian. And that's what, for me, that's like a Monday or a Tuesday dinner. But I guess it was pretty intense. Like, she had all kinds of new spices. Are
there leftovers?
Why, you want some?
I was just going to ask, are you going to eat them?
Nope.
Okay.
No, just like I did.
1 to 10. Honest grading.
6.5.
Oh, and that means no leftovers? You wouldn't eat that again? No.
It's like I didn't eat the leftovers from our pot sticker casserole last week.
Oh.
That was another.
It's 2 in a row?
Which I appreciate, look. September and October for call-ups. She's trying new things to
Still October.
Maybe, put in the rotation.
Yeah.
But you got to lock in come 1 November.
How's my guy doing with it, Mason?
You know what, dude? Mason is the little engine that could, dude. He
Powers through it.
He just powers through it.
Yeah.
He just powers through it. How
Could
is
have been
it?
grass, and he's like, yeah,
Doesn't matter. He'll chew it. Like
Yeah.
how?
That's what's for dinner. Okay.
So what's for dinner? Okay, cool. They just chews through it.
Yeah.
The way we know if Mason likes something is if he's finished his plate, and then we see him in the kitchen
Going for more.
It's
And
really.
did that happen?
It did not. It did not happen.
What did Melissa say of the meal?
She didn't offer an opinion, but I ate my whole plate. He ate his whole plate. Oh, she didn't eat because she was still. No, she didn't eat because she was still full. I asked her, "Are you going to eat?" She said, "No, I'm still full from." We made big hoagies earlier, big sandwiches, and she was still full, but she recognized it was time for dinner. I think she had grapes for dinner, but not moondrops. She had a
Great prank.
Real grapes.
Real grapes. She had grape juice for the evening meal. So there's
Okay.
that. How was you had a roller coaster weekend? You had all kinds of stuff happening.
Yeah, most of the coaster was not good. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Hey, legitimately, how did they lose to? I don't know.
Okay, this is great.
Yeah,
You have no idea.
I are my kids. I know.
Just guess the score, and I won't even tell you who they played.
Well, you're wearing a UCLA sweatshirt today, so
Yeah.
maybe they won,
Okay.
and it was close, 32-30.
32-30, Bruin win. Okay. UCLA scored 26 points less, and their opponent scored 26 points more. They played Indiana, 56-6.
Oh.
Yeah. At Indiana.
Oh.
It might have even been more. I might be wrong.
Yeah, well, look. Well, twice.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's Indiana.
Yeah, they're number 2.
By the way, how about the Fever, the Pacers in the finals, the Colts, Indiana University football?
Yeah.
What a golden era to be in Indiana right now.
Hey, good for them.
Only one problem.
It's
You have to live in Indiana.
Yeah, by the way, I had a
Don't you
question.
have spies there, Chris?
No, a couple people.
Can we also discuss why people that live there aren't called Indians or Indianins?
They're Indianans.
No, they're Hoosiers. I looked it up.
They're just called Hoosiers.
That's what you call somebody from Indiana. The demonym, I think is what they say, is a Hoosier. And then I went, well, what's a Hoosier? And let me channel my inner Nate Bargatze. Nobody knows. There was a play or a poem in 1833 called the Hoosier.
Daddy?
Yeah, something like that. Also, somebody thinks it might have been a contractor named Hoosier, last name of Hoosier. Nobody knows. There's guesses and
Isn't that a
ideas.
singer?
Hoosier.
Was it Hoosier?
The Hoosier. Oh, yeah, Take Me to Church by Hoosier. And I think it's one of those things where they're like, well, nobody knows what a Hoosier is, but it's not something you could describe. It's like describing love. It's something you know. It's one of those stupid things. If you're from Indiana, you know what a Hoosier is. But wouldn't that be the perfect place to call people Indians? Like you say, like somebody from India is called an Indian, right? Now, and you don't use the other.
But they're not from India.
No, who?
People from Indiana.
No, I know, but I'm saying if somebody is from the country
Are we
of
Californians?
India. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's from the country of India, they're Indian. Indianan, I understand that it probably should be Indianan, but that also sounds a little clunky. Indian. It's like trying to say unanimity. And I always want to say unanimity. Mm-hmm. Then you just shorten and say, where were you born? French Lick. Oh, you're an Indian. Yeah. Just change it and move it. We've done that with words before. The new definition. And if you're like,
On your platform.
Huh?
On your platform.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Look, and if you're saying like I'm just not comfortable, there's too much. Okay, fine. Then I would accept Indianan, but not a Hoosier.
Does every state have that?
What was California then? Oh, you mean like Californian?
Oh, you're Californian.
Let's see, Oregonian, Washingtonian, Nevadan, Montanan.
Are those things?
I honestly think Utahn. I've seen that before. UTAHN. I think I've actually seen that.
Texan?
Yeah, Texan. Utahn is a native or inhabitant of Utah, but I don't know if anybody says Utahn.
Floridian? Is that it?
Yeah, Floridian. New Yorker. I don't know what like a New Hampshireite. Mainian. What the hell? We're covering. This is like the Pitchers Mountain meeting in Boulder. We're dealing with a lot of crap right now, everybody. What do you call someone from Maine? Probably Rocco. A Mainer. A Mainer. M-A-I-N-E-R. A Mainer. Who would have thought
A
that?
Mainer.
Hey, Mainer. Yo, hey, what do you got over there? I got a Mainer. He's angry. That's my own joke. What do you call somebody from New Hampshire? New Hampshireite. What do you think Vermont is? I don't know. Vermontan? Vermontonian?
Verminite.
Vermin. If it's
yeah.
vermin, that would be great. Jason, do you have a guess?
Vermin. I'm going with
Vermin.
it just for fun.
Chris, do you have a guess?
Vermainer.
Vermainer. You're close. Vermonter.
Oh.
Oh, look at all those Vermonters over there.
Okay.
I don't think this is right, but when I live in
Vermonter.
Chris Vermont, when I live
Okay,
in,
someone from Illinois.
oh, isn't that Illini? Or no?
That's the university.
What do you call somebody from Illinois?
Illinoisan.
I'm gonna say Illinoisian.
I think it's Illin. You be Illin.
What the? Illinoisans.
Illinoisans.
Illinoisans. Yeah. Well, it looks like I want to say this.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, and it is apparently a group of Illinoisans. Is called a cackle. A cackle of Illinoisans. All right. What about? See, when I lived in Nebraska, we called people from Iowa Iowegians, but I'm pretty sure it's Iowans.
I would think so.
New Mexicans?
I don't know.
Hawaiians, Alaskans, Puerto Ricans, Georgians, Louisianans,
Mm-hmm. What's Kentucky?
Kentuckian. No, I really think it is.
Okay.
I think it's Kentucky.
You're a colonel. You should know.
I am a Kentuckian. Boom. Colonel Dave.
Kentucky and fried chicken.
Carmichael Dave.
Ohioans.
Ohioans, not Ohioans.
I don't think so.
Okay. I think that's all 50. It's not. Missourians?
How about Wisconsin?
I think it's Wisconsinite. I think.
Oh,
I
because it
think-
wouldn't be Wisconsinins, I don't
I
think.
think it's Wisconsinite. Hold on. Wisconsinites. Yeah. Arkansans? Or Arkansians? I think it might be an Arkan. I don't know. I think it might be
Nobody knows.
Arkansan. So then it can't from someone from Kansas. It can't. Arkansas, right? Well, you know what they say, Jason? They say that people want to learn.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, when they listen to a radio show, and today they're learning. One more. Let me look it up. How to play interior defense. Because I know someone that could use that.
Who?
Well, actually, Jason, to be honest, any of my teams that I root for. Huddersfield Town lost 3-0 Saturday morning after their striker got sent off.
Where'd he go?
Red card. He went to the shower. He was dirty. My Niners.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. Into the end zone. I just saw an actual clip of the Kings last night just letting Austin Reaves just go right. Like, he literally just walked right through everybody and lay up. Like, there was no.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell that was. Ooh, last one here. Somebody by request. Jason, Wyoming.
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 I don't know.
I don't know either. Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Wyominger. I'm gonna say Wyomingan.
That's what I think too.
You said what? Wegovy? That
Wyoming.
Wyomingite.
I think it should have been why not.
Look how pretty it looks, by the way, in that picture. That's
Wyoming is pretty.
Yeah, that's cool. Not all of it. It's like Washington, like Eastern Washington. Oh, what a terrible part of the country. I hate it. Oh, my God. Eastern Washington.
Eastern Washington, Eastern Oregon, Idaho.
Dude, you're 100% right. Western. Oh, my God.
Guess where I'm going to be Saturday.
Eastern Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Where? Which part?
Cheney.
Red turf. Cheney's
the
great.
Inferno.
No, like, for real. Eastern Washington and Eastern Oregon. I wonder if I guess California and Texas because they're so huge. But, man, you want to talk about differences in the state? Like, Western Washington is, I think, one of the prettiest places in America. The Pacific Northwest is gorgeous.
You love it. It rains all the time.
I do. I love Oregon. But, man, Eastern Oregon and Eastern Washington sucks so bad. And really, to be honest with you, and well, most of Nevada, but especially like anyone who's done those drives, oh my God, dude, talk about tumbleweed hotel. Oh yeah, and by the way, Jason Ross, if that's even your real freaking name, let's end
I'm
this.
Rossian.
Nobody knows. Let's end the this opening segment today. We got a lot of stuff to get to today. This week, of which I will only be here through Thursday,
You sound like you're from London.
is incredibly unacceptable.
It's raining right now, or it was.
We will have a high today of 71,
Nice.
74 tomorrow.
Perfect.
Fine, we're getting right to the top
Yeah.
of 80 on Wednesday, 76, 77, 78, 80, 78. Look, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not everyone freak out and certainly comfortable, and I would beg for that in July. That should not be late October weather. But again, as we always do, we need to just once again have a Sacramento reminder that Sacramento summer is really like July, August, September, and 3/4 of October.
Those are comfortable temperatures.
They are on the edge of comfortable.
Okay.
But
And next week at this time when we're back here on Monday, or it'll be we'll have changed the time. So it'll be dark super early.
oh my God, the time change is happening, isn't it? Huh. I will not
Saturday night,
yeah,
Sunday.
I will not be in this time zone for that. And now I'm wondering, that's going to be fun to follow for me.
It already started over there.
In New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, with that, we're still going, Jeff, from last week. Hey, if you're a terrible surgeon, does that make you Carmichael Dave? From last week, if you were listening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Barrows is going to join us at 9 a.m. We'll talk to him about the Niners. Is it a debacle? I feel like it's just a debacle.
Yeah, it was a weird game.
It was a strange,
really weird first half. They never had the ball.
yeah, dude, seriously.
What was it, 25 minutes to 5? I've never seen that.
What did I see? The first halftime of possession was like the biggest disparity since 2016.
Yeah, it was 25 to 5, I think.
That's usually what.
And when they scored before the end of the half, like they 16 to 7, it felt like they weren't even in the game. But then that touch, I'm like, I think they're going to win now.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, here we go.
Yeah, finally got the ball, got some first downs. Here we go. Second half, they'll get the ball. And yeah.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the college football weekend, Tale of Two Cities for UC Davis and Sacramento State. A lot of hype around that Sac State game, of course. We got the World Series, Game 2 in the books, Game 3 tonight. And, of course, your Sacramento Kings got a win, got a loss. Was a tale of two games there. And, well, love to say it gets easier. It does not, at least not on paper. It's Dave, it's Jason, it's Chris. You're locked in to the number one Nielsen-rated sports show in any time slot in the entire city, right here on Sactown Sports.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. It's just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
Listen to the 49ers Red Zone Report daily, brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, the official pizza of the 49ers. Mountain Mike's Pizza, pizza the way it ought to be.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
remember Lynn, the Spurs fan?
Yes.
When was the last time you remember hearing from Lynn?
That's been a long time.
It has been, right? Like, it's been so long. Like, I don't know anything about Lynn.
Yeah.
In real life. Like, part of me was like, ugh, I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Lynn showed up again this week.
Oh.
A couple days ago. And now he is tweeting up a storm.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Good.
Screw him.
No, I was honestly.
No, I mean,
worried.
good that he's still with us,
Yeah.
of course, but sports, screw him.
Yeah.
Where you been for the last few years, Lynn, the Spurs fan? And then why are you all of a sudden showing up and tweeting about your Spurs? I hate bandwagoners, man. Although, would be a lot less mentally taxing probably to be a bandwagoner, that's for sure. You're always winning.
Yeah.
If you're not hearing the bad
Except for when you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Except for when you're not. All right, safe or out question.
Fragile ego, fragile body, weak mind, weak spirit.
That's right. That is correct. Safe or out?
Safe or out?
Question 1.
The series will get back to Toronto.
I'm gonna say.
I know you liked Friday.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I did. That was great, man. They blew that way. It was they blew it so wide open that it was at the point where I was like, all right, save some of those runs. I know there's not a finite amount of runs, but dude, holy God, what's his face? Yamamoto. Jeez. He's having what is this? The mid 80s, 2 complete games in a row in the playoffs. But I think so. I still think the Dodgers are going to win this thing. But Toronto gets maybe 1 of 3. Maybe they go back.
That's all they have to do.
Yeah.
Get back to Toronto.
I think they can win 1 of 3. Now I might be naive and stupid. I am naive and stupid, but I'll say they can get 1 of 3.
Yeah, to me, we said it before it started. I thought if the Dodgers pitched the way they were, which they did in Game 2, not in Game 1, if they do, they will not lose. But,
no.
I mean, Game 1, Snell got hit a little bit, and then the bullpen got roughed up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, it's really – I think the Blue Jays are going to get hits. It's a good offense. They put the ball in play. Kind of their X factor is how well did they pitch from their starting group. But, I think safe. They're going to get back to Toronto.
Did you see it was Trey Savage. Yes, Savage. There we go. It was Trey Savage. He was
against Shohei and the dollar figure.
I heard he's got some pretty good tomatoes.
Savage?
In his garden.
Your group.
Those are my guys. So they're showing the salary counter above their heads. So for every second they make this much money. So we're a few pitches into the count. Trey Savage has made $320 and counting and rising.
Yeah, the meter's rolling.
Now we're up to 3. Camera's still on him. $390, $400 for Savage. $420. And Shohei Ohtani's made $43,000. He made $43,351 for striking out.
And I think when they stopped it was $462 for Savage.
Yeah, let's see. What was the final number here, Jason? That's a great point. $462 for Savage. $43,251. Shohei Ohtani made $43,000 for an at-bat. I'm quitting to go be a professional baseball player.
Okay.
As soon as I get signed. Question 2, please. Second base.
In Game 1, the Toronto fans hit Shohei with "We don't need you" chants. Afterwards, Ohtani said he didn't understand what that meant. Safe or out? Do you believe him?
I mean, it's safe. Here's why I'm going to say safe. Like, what a dumb thing to lie about, right? Like, I'm just trying to think, like, why would he, if he maybe knew what it meant, or, if he really knew what it meant, why would he say he didn't know it? I maybe like, it doesn't bother me, but
there's got to be something culture-wise that could be explained, like this is what they were saying, or
I would think so. It's weird. I mean, what does he care? He's hitting dingers.
You don't need him, but you want him.
I think every baseball team needs Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Nobody's turning him down.
No.
Hey
Ohtani. Like, he is baseball's golden goose. Like, he is.
He's pitching tomorrow, game 4. He pitches, get this, and he hits.
No, I've never heard that. No.
Sure like to see him in the field sometime.
You mean like hitting him, right? What would you do if like Shohei Ohtani moved to shortstop when he wasn't pitching? Like then is he the greatest player of all time?
Depends on how he is at short.
I saw this great, it's one of the best graphics I've ever seen. It was all-time WAR leaders in Major League Baseball. And I think number 4 was Barry Bonds at whatever. Number 3, I forget who. Number 2 was Babe Ruth. Did you know the all-time leader in WAR in the history of baseball was Ted Williams? And then next to it says Korea and World War II. It's awesome. The guy served in 2 wars in the middle of his career. That like, okay, people are like me, or like Shohei Ohtani, most like greatest feat ever in the history. He pitches and he hits. And then Ted Williams is like, yeah, cool, dude. I hit 406 and I flew in the in two
But how
wars.
good was he at war?
Apparently, I mean, did we?
He served. Did he? What did he do?
He
the stats.
I think we were. Well, what would that be actually? Would that be 1-1-0?
But I mean, him.
One win.
Like, was he a factor?
MVP.
Is he in the lineup?
MVP. Batted third. The cleanup. Wasn't he a pilot?
He was.
That's just ridiculous, dude. Oh, hey.
Co-pilot.
Imagine like Zach LaVine out 3 weeks. Serving in the war.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yes. Oh, hey, oh, man.
On crime.
Derrick Henry's got the Red Cross on it. My fantasy team. Why is he? Oh, he's going to war for a couple months.
Yeah.
Well, how will that affect? Imagine like fantasy.
How will that affect LeBron's legacy?
Right? Imagine 1950s Dave Richard trying to break down the effect of Ted Williams missing games.
There would probably be people drafting who's going to get drafted.
Like, yes, there's many drafts back. That's so crazy to think about right now. Shout out Ted Williams. Yeah. Third base, question 3.
Safe or out? The Giants' hiring of new manager Tommy Vitello is a huge risk.
Huge. I will say it is a risk. Here's why I don't say it's a huge risk. It's a huge risk if the Giants are coming off like the pennant or a World Series and their manager retired, or if the Giants didn't make the playoffs last year. The Giants were what, 500 or just under it or just about right around there, right? Basically a 500 team. It's a huge risk if like you have this massive load of expectations and to follow up on. In this case, it's a risk because you're taking a guy who's never managed, coached, whatever in the pros, and you're plucking him straight from college. It's definitely a risk. This is definitely out of the norm, whatever. But also, like, if he flops next year, I hope it's one of those like, well, it's a really good 3-year deal, but it's a team option after 1 type of thing, Yeah. So I would say it's definitely a risk
for sure. And I think this is Buster's first hire like that, so yes. I mean it's a little bit off the board, which I'm okay with. But now I think you have to deal with the overall outcome, obviously.
Yes.
And since during the year they kind of. In last year's offseason, getting Adames, during the season trading for Devers, like I don't think they're, I know they didn't achieve what they wanted to this year, but I think there's already expectations for next year. So I think with Vitello coming in, it kind of needs to be a hit for the team.
I agree with you on that. Like, so it does. A risk there. And here's the issue with Buster Posey. Like, and again, let me just whip my Posey credentials out here real quick. Went to Florida State University. Been following him since he was a senior in high school.
Right.
MVP, played for my favorite team ever. 3 World Series titles. Like, I love Buster Posey. But, Vlade Divac's on line 3 and 27 other examples. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to be good at what he does. What I'm saying is he's got a lot of credibility and a lot of love on his ledger from the Giants fan base. He's going to get far more grace than, say, Farhan Zaidi. But if this season ends up being bad, I can promise you you're going to start seeing think pieces out of the Chronicle or wherever comparing Zaidi and Buster Posey's record the first 2 years. And when it comes to charisma and love with the fans and built up loyalty, I don't know. I don't know that you could find polar opposites larger than Buster Posey and Farhan Zaidi. But ultimately, it's the record that has to matter. I'd rather think Farhan Zaidi's a nerd who should never speak and be contending for World Series than worship Buster Posey as I do and have him suck. So he's got a little pressure on himself, but we're not there yet. Okay. We'll take a break. Well, Drew's in the chat. Drew's complaining we're not talking Kings.
Oh, we've got a lot of Kings.
No. We were going to talk Kings next.
Oh.
We were.
You're going to punish Drew?
Drew screwed it up for everybody.
He's going to have to wait till 7.
Just sit back and listen and be patient. We have a lot of stuff to cover. And if you complain, Drew ruined it for everyone. So if you guys wanted Kings next, sorry, blame Drew in the chat. So coming next, college football, Sac State, UC Davis, a lot of stuff going on in the world of college football. We'll talk about that right after this.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Progressive's teen driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's teen driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles, offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda. Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Game night in Sacramento? Light up your night at Revival at the Sawyer. This rooftop hotspot is where the city comes alive. Elevated vibes, stylish crowd, and the perfect view of the Golden One Center. Celebrate the wins, escape the chaos, and be part of the scene before, during, and after every Kings game. Revival, the place to see and be seen. When the final buzzer sounds, the energy doesn't stop. It just moves upstairs. Join fellow fans, stay close to the action, and make every Kings night unforgettable. Book your game day reservation at RevivalSacramento.com.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Well, it was a bad weekend for the Hornets for a couple of reasons. We'll start with kind of a fusion, if you will, as I was talking about food earlier, a fusion of the NFL and college football. Also, probably a bad pun to use in this case. Cam Scatterbo. Yeah, that was. It's one of those things, guys. Very, very simple. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it.
You don't need to,
unless you're one of those people that just likes watching that stuff. If you don't like watching that stuff, and what I mean by like is like, it's gross.
Yep.
And sometimes, and there's people that doesn't bother. It bothers me, man. I don't like seeing it. The best I can do is say that his foot was pointing the way it shouldn't be.
Right.
He is certainly done for the season. Dislocated ankle was the cause. As always, I say in horrible injuries like that, I certainly hope it was just a clean break and not a lot of ligament damaging. And I imagine he will be, knowing him, the doctors and trainers are going to have to slow him. That will be their biggest problem, is slowing him down when he's rehabbing.
Remember we talked about like when people get significant injuries as he did, like there's an element of like a shock. Like he actually looked like he was fine.
I'm sure he probably was.
He was doing better than Jackson Dart and some of the other people that were really visibly shaken, which understandable reaction. I mean, I saw it once and I was visibly shit. You're like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. Well, and as I always say with that, like, not sure by the time he was on his way to the ambulance, I imagine the adrenaline would have worn off and the pain. He was, there's always a little bit of shock involved, but he was cheering on his teammates and trying to rile everybody up. And that is that just sucks. There's ain't no bright side to that other than he'll be back next year stronger and better than ever. And to his mom, Becky, his dad, Leo, and that whole family. They look, regardless, this area is incredibly proud of him. And there's a lot more to come from Cam Scatterbo, that's for sure. Friday night, watched the game. Not a defensive battle, per se. There were a lot of big plays in that game, but in the end, Montana outlasted I guess, the Hornets on their home field. The fireworks show, Montana did a little bit of they were singing their fight song, and I don't think they did anything out of line. And ultimately, look, I know there's a lot of people that take it like super seriously, and again, I wasn't a huge fan, especially at first, of Dr. Luke Wood, the team president or the school president, talking trash, because you got to back it up, and they didn't back it up. They lost. But I will say this. I can guarantee you there were more people in attendance, and I can guarantee you there were more people watching, and I can also guarantee you that Montana didn't win and Sac State didn't lose because Dr. Luke Wood, ran his mouth. I don't think that Dr. Wood helped Montana score touchdowns.
Yeah, I actually thought the better part of maybe 3/4 of the game, of all the games I've done this year, you're thinking, oh man, this is going to be chippy and edgy, and it was good football being played. And then when it was clearly like Montana's going to win, maybe there was a little bit more, and they should celebrate. They stayed undefeated.
Absolutely.
They came down to the road. They're on national TV.
Fair play to them.
They were called out.
That's right.
They backed it up. So, I actually thought it was a pretty good football game. There's a couple little wrinkles here and there, just like small details, which happens in a lot of games. And I thought the biggest one for the Hornets that hurt them was a turnover late in the half, gave Montana a score to give them the lead. And then they also got the ball to start the second half. So there was a tie game and a 14-point swing with 2 possessions. And then the Hornets were playing Chase, and they couldn't catch him.
Who's Chase?
He's a really good receiver for the Bengals. He was on their team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's not. Look, didn't. I'm not trying to do after the fact copium here, but I know there was a lot of expectations on the football program this year, but wasn't this also supposed to be like an ascension year a little bit? Like they weren't supposed to win the national title this year.
It's hard to say. Well, the one thing I said before the year, after 3 wins last year, a lot of talk about the number 1 recruiting class. I mean, I could not believe they were ranked, I think, 14th to start the year. I said, they haven't played a game, and they won 3 games.
Yeah.
So I think there was some hype. And now for any kind of postseason hope, they have to win the last one. They have to win out. They have to win out.
And what would you say is the toughest game remaining? Well, UC Davis.
Yeah, the Causeway. They're number 6.
Speaking of UC Davis, we'll talk to Coach Tim Plow the day after tomorrow. Once again, they're just rolling along.
Yep.
They're
Northern Colorado. And their quarterback wasn't in. They played the backup quarterback. So we got to ask Coach Plow about that.
What's going on there?
Yeah.
Hopefully just illness or something, not injury related. But yeah, it was they just keep rolling through with the exception. It's so funny when you look at like where they're ranked, and they should be. Where they're ranked is, they deserve it, and it's just funny how you see like a team that good with that good of a record, and they're 7-1, and then there's somebody out there that's like, 7-1. Oh, who did they or 6-1? Who did they? 70-10.
To Washington?
Yeah. Exactly. So 27-16, the final at Northern Colorado. And I don't know necessarily, Jason. I was looking at this earlier. I don't think they move up necessarily.
No, everybody. Number 2 lost, but number 2 played number 1.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And North Dakota State.
That'd be tough to drop. Did they smash them? No. Yeah, North Dakota State's. And then and it's like North and South Dakota states, Montana and Montana State. There's 4 of your top 5, and then in the middle is Tarleton State. What the hell is that?
They're having a great year. Aren't they undefeated? I think
yeah,
so.
they're 8-0.
Yeah, most
wins in the league.
There you go.
In the whole FCS.
Yeah,
thank you.
Nice.
8-0. They 45-10 over number 23 West Georgia.
Wow, they played West Georgia?
West.
Wow.
Yeah, the Georgians. Brian Kelly, he go.
I remember seeing Saturday night, like, people were already writing, like, what's the buyout for Kelly? I'm like, well, he's not fired. Wow, you're talking about. And then Sunday, boom.
$54 million buyout.
What kind of money do you have to have if you're LSU? Because they're going to hire a high-profile guy, too. We're better off paying you $54 million to go away, and we'll start over.
We're gonna find. It's like, are you better off? Serious question. $54 million. Are you gonna find a coach that's $54 million better than Brian Kelly, or are you better off taking that $54 million and just being like, we're gonna go buy everybody? We're just going to go buy everyone. Who are all the 5-star recruits? We're spending $54 million.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's rules. Actually, I'm not sure there's rules or a limit.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, take that $54 million, go buy all the top recruits. Let me coach. I'll just rely on. Let me tell you something. In all seriousness.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me think about that for a second, because we got a break. Here's why I think I would do better than you would think. Not because I'm a good college football.
Better than Brian Kelly, or just better than we would think?
In this scenario specifically, here's the case I will make as to why I would have a better record than Brian Kelly. Just hear me out. You're taking that $54 million in this scenario, and you're spending it in NIL money. So you're identifying the best of the best of the best, and you're gathering this massive team on top of whatever NIL you're already going to spend. I'm going to roll in there, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all my assistants in, and I'm going to be like, guys, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, hey, Jason Ross, you're our offensive coordinator. You're in charge of all the offense and the offensive coaches. Christopher Ludd, you're the defensive coordinator. You're in charge of everything else. I'm just going to do media, and then I'm like, wear a headset, and whoever the guy in the booth is, I'll make sure he's smart too. And I'll be like, just tell me when to take timeouts and challenge and stuff.
You're going
to
be listening to music.
In one ear, but in the other ear, I'll have them talking in.
Are you listening to a food show again?
Yeah, maybe, maybe. And then I think honestly, if we've got that good of a team, and I got 2 really good assistants, I got a guy telling me when to take timeouts. And I'll tell you this,
Michael Dave.
I'll be fine at media. I'll do good.
Yeah,
that's what I do here. I can absolutely do press. Well, you know, I mean, we went out there and honestly, you know, there's some mistakes, but we got the win. That's what matters. How hard is that? $54 million. And I'll do it for $2 million a year.
Why'd you run that fake punt?
Why'd I run that fake punt?
Yes.
You know what? Honestly, that's a question for Jason Ross, our offensive coordinator. I don't want to step on his shoes, Jason.
Yeah, but didn't you hire him? You're responsible for the whole team.
Oh, I'm not blaming him. You asked a question. I'm going to have an answer.
Yeah, but you're up here.
You know what? You're up here. See? And then
okay, you win.
Yeah, see, exactly. Why'd you run that fake punt? Hey, ask me again.
Why'd you run that fake punt?
You know what? You're a fake punt. Next question. See, and that would just be adopting that kind of thing.
Hey, Coach, is a hot dog a sandwich?
You know what? Honestly, we're trying to run a football program here. Be professional.
Okay, you're right.
But don't dip it in mayonnaise.
You're hired.
We'll take a break when we come back. All right. You know what? We're going to get to some Kings here.
It's coming up.
But I'm muting Drew's radio.
Oh.
He's not allowed to participate.
Come on, Drew.
Sorry, Drew. He just keeps flat.
He just wants his Kings.
I think Drew wants something more.
We're delivering a lot of Kings.
I think Drew wants a little attention, and I'm here to give it to him. But we will. We'll run 3 for madness. Hey, did you know there's a free throw disparity?
I was well aware of it
In last night's game. We'll
well aware of
talk about that. Keon Ellis got a start yesterday, and Kings off on their first extended road trip. So we'll give you what we call a soft post game from last night. We'll do all that right after that.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, max out your savings. The more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on any smart bed with base. Limited time. Check it out at a Sleep Number store near you or at sleepnumber.com today.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone.
Where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets the Duralast battery.
Have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Ready to pregame for your next big arena event? Head to Beach Hut Deli, a Sacramento tradition for over 40 years where aloha is served daily. Located just steps from the arena, whether it's game day or a concert night, it's the perfect spot to gather with friends and enjoy amazing sandwiches. Planning a bigger get-together? Beach Hut Deli offers endless catering options to bring those fresh, delicious flavors to your next party or event. Beach Hut Deli. Good vibes, great food, and epic times await.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Matt Barrows at 9 for Niners at 9. Coming up next, we'll recap the NFL a little bit. Kings Rewind, everyone's favorite segment at 7:43 Supersize.
A double shot.
And 8 a.m. we'll get a Kings-Lakers audio post-game and thoughts completely. In the meantime, 3 for Madness question 1.
What did you think about the free throw disparity in last night's game?
I thought there was one. So here's the thing, man. It's always interesting when it's the Lakers. And I don't care. You know, everyone knows how I feel about this season. I don't like losing the Lakers. I really don't like losing the Lakers on our home floor. And I don't like it when their third scoring option goes off for 51 points.
Right.
Okay. So don't like any of that. They were 41 of 46. The Kings were 12 of 18. 46 to 18 is your discrepancy. And everybody's favorite stat today, Austin Reaves had 22 Austin Reaves made 21 free throws. The Kings shot 18. Now he was 21 of 22 to be fair, but still, Austin Reaves got 4 more free throw attempts than the Sacramento Kings. So I am certainly in the camp of we got screwed in Game 6. I am certainly of the camp that the Lakers, for years, we brought this stat up, right? Like, just laying the credentials out here. We remember that stat we had last year, and I think the year before that showed, like, over the last 4 years, the disparity between the Lakers' free throw attempts and the second place team. And, like, the difference.
Close to double.
It is. Like, the difference between the Lakers and the second team is, like, the same distance as, like, between the second team and the 15th team. It's ridiculous, right? There's no doubt about it that LeBron James and the Lakers get a really good whistle. Luka Doncic gets a good whistle. The Lakers get a good whistle. However, and nobody wants to hear this, were there some bad calls last night? Yes, there were. Should the Lakers have gotten that many free throws versus the Kings? No. But it wasn't as egregious as if you, how do I say this? If the Kings take 4 times the amount of three-pointers as the other team, they're weirdly enough going to have a lot more missed three-pointers. If one team is talking a ton of trash to the refs and they get 6 technical fouls and the other one gets 0, and you go, hey, they had 6 and we got 6 technical fouls and the other team got 0. Refs, right? Well, yeah, but we're also the only ones talking trash. The way the Lakers play is conducive to them getting to the line. Now, if you want to call the Lakers free throw merchants, I'm here for it 100%. That's how they play. Also, when you're playing a smaller team versus a bigger team, this stuff's going to happen because a lot of this is happening inside. Plus, Austin Reaves is driving the key so much, he might as well be in a brand new Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram right up there in Woodland. Thank you. We'll get to that a little bit later. Yes, there was a disparity, but I'm not here for the Kings loss because the refs screwed them.
Yeah, there's a lot from this game that we spent a lot of time in the post game. So first and foremost on the fouls that the Kings committed, I think they did a really poor job of defending like the high pick and roll in the screen. So the guards were always trailing.
Terrible job.
It left the interior a little bit open. The Kings roster construction becomes a problem again because they played smaller.
Yeah.
Their best big was Sabonis, who, by the way, was in foul trouble.
Yes.
So
was Keon Ellis.
Yeah. So then you get into the bonus early in a quarter, and the Lakers kept going to the line. Now, on the side where I'll give the Lakers credit, I think G-Man had this stat at the end of the game, Dave, and they've only played, this was their third game. But if they shot their percentage from the line in the first two games, they would not have won.
Really?
If they shot, they're shooting like 77%.
Yeah.
Well, that amount of misses would,
yes.
The game would have been different. But that's interesting. So they made their free throws, to their credit.
89%.
Now, on the other side of it, it's a little bit to me akin to when, every play is holding in the NFL. It's just when they call it. Well, it just felt like, okay, if there's always a foul, you call it a lot on the Kings.
Yeah.
You just did. So I did a little reference. I go, let's go to that first game of the year, that great double overtime Rockets-Thunder game. They played 10 more minutes.
Yes.
The Rockets took 31 free throws. The Thunder took 22. 10 more minutes in this game. So, again, I don't know if that's a fair comparison. The other thing I will say about the officials, and I think both sides would say this, there were 4 challenges. All were overturned.
Yeah.
So they missed 4. There was another one late in the game that they went to the side to, like, whether the ball hit the rim, which they said it didn't.
Yeah.
It did. They had a bad night. They missed a lot of calls.
I completely agree that these were not A-plus referees, and the challenges kind of show that, too.
Yeah, and I think Doug called it just because he's like, I got to get your guy's head on. Doug was just mad that he didn't want to use the second challenge, and he won that one. You could just, I don't know, that's the interpretation I had. So, it was an odd game in that sense, but again, I think a lot of it goes back to roster construction. If I'm playing the Kings, I'm attacking them.
100%.
When they play the non-Sabonis bigs, I don't think those guys have given them a lot.
Yeah.
They're going to play the smaller a lot. Kings shot more threes. They nearly won the game because they hit threes. Lakers won the game because they made their free throws. It's frustrating.
You're right. This might be a left brain hip check from me too, because I don't want the fan. I get it. I just don't want the fan base to be like, that's why. In the sense of, dude, also, like, go back and look at their defensive possessions.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the end of the game, that last 2-3 minutes, dude, the Kings defense was on fire. Like, they were playing Tasmanian devil style defense, and I was completely here for it. I was having fun. I was applauding the hustle. Like, that's what I want to see. And I understand that that's not sustainable for 48. You just flat out don't have the energy to do that for 48 minutes. But my God, that was phenomenal.
It was. And so I think the number I'm going to watch to see, I think 46 will be the most free throws the Kings give up this year. And it happened in game 3.
Didn't I hear that Austin Reaves broke the record for most free throws made against the Kings in franchise history?
Might be.
I think I heard that on the TV postgame last night.
And also, you look at, so the Lakers with Luka, the first 2 games, had nearly 100 points.
Yes.
I think they had 28 and 32 free throws. So, I mean, and he's a guy that gets calls.
And by the way, to your point, they got that done without LeBron or Luka, two of the biggest, best whistles in the game.
Yeah, so now they play SGA next. He gets a lot of free throw attempts. It's a high number. It really is. I mean, I think there was going to be a disparity. That's really drastic.
And I think also we're going to look back at this game too. Maybe I'm wrong. I think in about 20 games, we're going to be able to look back at this game and go, okay, well, that was a lot, but wow. The Kings lead the league in most free throws attempted against them. Like, I think you're going to see a lot of, depending on the team.
Yeah, because the first 2, I did that at math last night. The Jazz and the Suns combined for 44, and they had 46 last night.
Crazy.
So the first 2 games, they had less than last night alone.
I wonder if I'm sure somebody's got to publish a list of free throw attempts allowed per team.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Kings are probably up right now because of last night's game, but it'll be interesting to see after 20. That being said, a lot of other issues, not just last night, but also in the win against Utah and when they played, against the Suns.
I think you could look at this and go, if you go the optimistic way or positive way, you go, man, the Kings could be 3-0. Could.
They could.
They could be 0-3.
They could.
And they got 1 of 2, which I think probably should be 2-1. So they're behind on the, getting a break, not getting breaks.
Wins.
Yeah. I mean, if you play the Lakers without Luka and LeBron, It's not a gimme, but you'd rather have that option, and they didn't take advantage of it. At home, too.
No, at home.
And I thought they actually played pretty well. It wasn't a game where they were awful. No, they were offensively. I thought they were really pretty good.
Well, and on top of that, I mean, how often are you going to see Russell Westbrook going 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, too? I don't know how many times you're going to see that.
Yeah, what was the collection for the team? It was good.
12 of 18.
No, that's free throws.
That's free throws. So free throws, they went 12 of 18. 42%, 18 of 43. 42% isn't banging down the doors, but it's a good percentage.
Yeah.
But on that kind of volume, it's really good.
Yeah, so they made 18 to the Lakers 8. You got 30 more points beyond the arc. Now they got, I think, 29 more at the line. But
Number 2.
Question 2.
Keon Ellis got his first start of the young season last night. What did you think of his performance?
I thought he had a tough game. A lot of it you could. Here's what I think happened. I think he got in. I think he pushed a lot. I think he wanted to show that he deserves to start. And I think that's good. I think he went. He did everything he could to make a difference on the defensive side, but he got into foul trouble early, and I think that frustrated him, understandably, and I think he pushed a little bit. I think it was a very frustrating night for him. You look at the numbers, 6 points. He was the only starter not in double figures, but he also only played 18 minutes as opposed to 31, 40, 35, and 40 for everybody else. He started, and there were 6 people, including Westbrook and Monk, that played significantly more minutes than he did. He did have a couple of steals. He did, he shot 40% from the field, but really, I don't think Keon's night was anywhere near his standards, especially with the situation. And I do think that the foul trouble factored in.
Yeah, he got the 2 early, so he went to the bench. I think he had the opening tip. He went right down and scored.
Opening tip was right back and then bling, and then, hey, here's a nice big dunkaroo. It was great.
So he, along with Sabonis, a lot of the night in foul trouble, ultimately ended up fouling out. It's the third game. They've had 3 different starting lineups, and until Keegan comes back, I think they're going to do it by matchups. Utah was very big, so we saw Isaac Jones start. I think about, when Neek and Keegan come back, it'll be great.
Yes.
But I just don't know how they're going to do all of this. And I think they might even be smaller than they're playing now consistently. So, he's caught up. I think last night, I think every time the game ends, I'm always going to go, like last night I felt Monk should have played more. That's me personally. And I think we're going to say that every night. Oh, man, maybe Keon should have played more. Oh, Keegan, or pick your player. Because of the way their roster construction, there's always going to be someone that doesn't get enough minutes. And that's not why they win or lose, but that's the way they're built.
All year long, I'm going to do my best, Jason, because when we did our NBA preview, our Kings preview, I said, look, I haven't figured out, I don't think I've figured out Scott Perry yet. He may be doing a rebuild in front of our eyes, and he's not being overt about it. But so far, all his moves have been short-term, nothing long-term, and with the exception of Keegan or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look for clues as to, is he doing? Here's one thing that kind of sticks out in my head, and I'm going to ask you to try to. If I can't explain it, I'm going to want to magnify it a little bit more. True or false, the Kings are light on the front line.
True.
True or false, the Kings are especially light at the power forward.
True.
Especially with Keegan out, that magnifies it, right? Can you think of a good reason why Trey Lyles is making the NBA minimum in Europe and we didn't re-sign him?
Not a great reason, no.
I literally can't think of one.
No. If you were able to get him for that here, it would make sense.
The NBA vet minimum is 3.3. He's making 3.5. Right. I'm pretty sure he would have stayed here for 3.3.
And I just don't know why no one else did either. I'm not saying that's in it because I like Trey Lyles. He would help this team.
I need to be incredibly clear. This is not me saying Trey Lyles is the difference maker and, oh my God, yet to your point, no other NBA team signed it. But we know what he did here. We know what he's capable of here, which is bench minutes that are decent, which they're sorely missing. Throwing around Saric and whoever the hell. No disrespect to these guys.
Yeah.
Saric, Isaac Jones and what's his face, the other kid, Auburn. Cardwell, who, by the way, may end up, especially with Jones and really Cardwell, may end up being something. None of those three, to me, are at the level of Trey Lyles.
No. And they're just not getting the production. So the only thing I could think of, I don't know if Trey's camp is going, we'd sign, but we need multiple years, or we're not doing it. That's that.
So,
I'm
no.
guessing.
That's fair. That's fair. If it's a Lyles situation where, God, that's tough to imagine that they'd rather go there because he's on a 1-year deal in Europe, and he's got to uproot everything and go to Europe. I'm not sure what his family situation is, wife, kids, or whatever. I've seen him at Cooney a few times with the same lady. I imagine he's either married or has a long-term girlfriend. But maybe that's a. I'm just trying to think as a human being. You would think he'd want to stay here. It sounded like he was very much open to staying in Sacramento. This isn't the end-all be-all. It really isn't. But it just. I'm trying to compile a case throughout the season. And honestly, we have access to Scott. It's something I'd like to ask him. And I think he can speak to Trey Lyles because he's not a member of another NBA team. Obviously, he's not going to be like, Trey sucks. But generally in this case, here's the two leading options for me. Number one, the most obvious one, which I 100% do not believe is true. Underline, pregnant pause. I 1,000% don't believe this is true. But on the surface, you say, wonder if he has a cancer in the locker room. Yeah. Nothing. We've heard nothing but great things about Trey Lyles. So let's put that aside as highly unlikely. The other one is, you have the vet minimum available. You also have still, by the way, the full mid-level exemption, and you have these glaring holes in the front court.
Yeah.
Why? What? You don't have room?
Right.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And what he did do was sign a guy like Schroeder. They needed a point guard.
Yeah.
And then I think they felt they needed a backup point guard, and that's Westbrook, which didn't cost them a lot of money. But I think the other thing that we've said multiple times, and I'll keep saying, I can see why they were pursuing Kuminga. I can 100%. Definitely see it. It made a lot of sense for age, for potential growth there, for what this roster needed. And obviously it didn't happen. They still could be pursuing him after the fact, but I think that made a lot of sense in what they were trying to do.
Well, and also if we go to the soft rebuild section, if we had Scott Perry hooked up to a lie detector test, and I also could see him saying, well, here's the thing, Trey Lyles would probably be better, but first off, I'm not really whether we win or lose games, there's a strategy to both that are good, but secondly, I'd rather see what Cardwell and Isaac Jones can do. Yeah. I know what Trey Lyles is. Yeah. I want to see if we have a diamond in the rough here, and I'd rather, which is exactly what guys like me have been saying all along. So that's why, again, I'm trying to build a case because I don't know yet what he's doing. Number 3, please.
Question 3.
The Kings begin their first extended road trip against OKC this week. How many wins do you see them getting?
And Beeman on the chat says, maybe this team made a short-sighted decision cutting him and it was a bad idea. I don't think there's a hidden reason. We do that a lot.
Could be.
Could be. I don't think they tripped and fell and accidentally didn't re-sign Trey Lyles. In fact, I know for a fact there were extended discussions and people were asked, and it wasn't like they were like, oh, man.
I'm all out of cash.
Trey Lyles is gone. Crap, forgot. Jason, were you supposed to re-sign him? Chris, did we just forget?
Yeah.
No, this was a conscious decision. And again, I just want another reason. Well, don't take my word for it, Jason. Let's look at the upcoming road trip for the 1-and-deuce Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, 4-gamer.
Well, they start off in Oklahoma City. Now, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, but I think that's going to be a tough game for the Kings.
I would agree. Then back-to-back.
Then they go back-to-back. Let me see if the line is out yet. Hold on. Today is Monday, right? It sure is. Yeah, no line yet. That was good. 5
Thunder actually played tonight. So that's the one little bit of thing that would help the Kings, but I don't know if that'll be.
And they're at the Mavericks.
Yep.
Well, let's hope for how about triple overtime?
So the Kings will beat them to OKC.
And hopefully beat them in OKC. Yeah. Kings will be underdogs by, I'm just going to guess.
Well, I guess it all depends on tonight. Like if something happened to SGA or whatever, but.
I'm going to say Oklahoma City -9.5.
What's my number?
Is that your number, Chris?
-9.5. 11.5.
Wow. Chris hates the Kings. All right. Then, as you said, so the good news is the next night they play Chicago.
Undefeated
Chicago, and it's the next night, too. So what happens to OKC tomorrow will happen to the Kings in Chicago. Luckily, that's a pretty short flight. Then they've got a couple of days off. They turn around and at Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Antetokounmpo trio. Then at Denver. You know what? Hey, just want to shout out the NBA schedule makers. Thank you. Where is it? I think this is the first time since 2001 we haven't played at Denver on the second night of a back-to-back.
Maybe they do later.
I guarantee you they do, dude. Every single time it seems we play in Denver, it's on the second night of a back-to-back. At Milwaukee, at Denver. Hey, and then they come home for the Warriors, and then Thunder, and Minnesota, and Denver, and Atlanta. Now, this Atlanta game's interesting.
That's the second night of a back-to-back.
This Atlanta game's really interesting to me. I've circled that game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the last time? By the way, I'm circling these for different reasons. Do you know do you want to take a guess as to the last time I circled a Kings game for reasons in the orbit of what I'm about to say? Detroit last year. Detroit made a big deal out of the Detroit game last year. Kings lost to Detroit. Mike Brown gets fired. Everything goes crazy, right? So obviously that's not the case. And for those asking, I don't think, as I've said before, I think short of Doug Christie, breaking laws and burning down the building, I think he gets the whole year. I just really honestly do. But I think this Atlanta game is the line of demarcation for a lot of fans. Here's what I'm saying. On this road trip and between now and Atlanta, barring injuries and crazy things unforeseen, would you disagree with me that the Kings might be favored in one of these games, and that's at Chicago?
I don't think they'll be favored in that game.
I don't either. Okay, so I don't either. I was trying to be cool. But so the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, do we agree the Kings will not be favored in any of those games?
Probably not.
I mean, I just don't see Golden State, Denver, maybe Minnesota. I don't. Ugh. Do you see another possibility I'm missing as far as could they be favored? Because Chicago is the closest one to me.
No, I don't think they will be.
I don't either. Okay, now that doesn't mean there's upsets. All that does not mean they're
4.5. Then big deal.
But
yeah,
we're looking at this stretch now of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games before Atlanta.
Well, and they may not even be favored against Atlanta.
You're right. You're right.
It's the second night of a back-to-back. That Denver game the night before is that 8 o'clock game.
That's right.
So it's less than 24 hours later.
So, and by the way, it's on NBC.
That's why it's Peacock, yeah.
So, Kings are 1-2. Let's just I'm going to give them in these next 8 games that they are not going to be favored in probably any of them. Jason, I'm going to give them 2 wins.
Okay.
I'm going to give them 2 upsets.
All right.
Going to be nice and kind. Hey, they've been in all these games before. Their styles make fights. They went undefeated against the Rockets last year. The Rockets were obviously, trust me, all these games are not going to go the way Vegas thinks it's going to go. That never, ever, ever has happened ever in the world.
But that would be 3-8.
That would be 3-8. Now, here's why the Atlanta game really interests me. Because the Atlanta game is the 5th home game and the final home game of that home stand before they go to Minnesota, San Antonio, OKC, Memphis, Denver, and then come home for Minnesota. That is the last game before they leave. It is conceivable. In fact, again, Vegas would tell you it is probable that going into that Atlanta game, they will most likely be 0-4 at home or 1-3, barring, again, miracles. Again, just speaking to the odds, I think if they are 0-4 on that home, if they get swept on that homestand, too, everybody's thinking, okay, it's Denver, it's OKC, it's Golden State, it's Minnesota. These are all contending teams.
Mm-hmm.
They lose to Atlanta to go 0-5, which means 0-5. That puts them, what are we saying, like a 3-10, 3 whatever. That's the line of demarcation where I think about 90%. I think right now we're at about 60% of the fan base has jumped off. Like about a little over half of the fan base is like, yeah, this season. And you've got and I'm not condescending or making fun of them. God bless everyone. Like, I hope they're right. But you've got probably 45% of the fan base is like, guys, you're got me. Dave, quit being an idiot. We're 3 games into the season. What are you doing? Like, give it some time. You're not a smart man. And fine. I think that 45%, if after that Atlanta game, if things go the way we think they're going to go, I think that 45% goes to about 15%. And then I think now all of a sudden you've got 80 to 85% of the fan base is like, and by the way, that's where the fan base, in my opinion, should be. No expectations other than not doing well. It's better for you mentally. I think the organization will see that as well. Go, are we really coming back from this? And then it's up to them to say, well, are we going to try to go get one more win now player or do some win now things? Or are we going to finally tap the mat, take the arm bar, come back and fight well the other day, the next day or whatever. So I think that's a very important game come Atlanta. A lot more talk on this later. When we come back, we'll take a quick break, take a big breath. NFL recap from Week 8, all the big news that's fit for print. We got a supersized 2-game rewind coming up at 7:43, and then we're back to hearing the reaction from the Kings-Lakers game last night right here on Sactown Sports.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at folsomlakehonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to folsomlakehonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
We've got a new wingnut in the chat. Keach's Noodle.
What?
I don't know. Firing off one-liners.
Okay, what do we got?
Let's see. Doug Christie's an awful coach. Case to case is sinking ship.
We're sinking.
We are?
Okay.
Life jacket, please. This is my favorite, though. Jason Ross is always negative.
Good point.
That has been the biggest complaint.
Biggest complaint.
I sent that one in.
The Kings owner is a idiot. So,
okay.
we're not.
This is all the same person?
All the same person. He's kind of just like, Brock. He's like a little hen clucking out hot take eggs.
Great impression.
Thank you. So anyways, I would like the chat to amongst themselves. Let's get some over-unders on how long Peach's Noodle lasts. You can just kind of sniff them out, the ones that aren't going to last too long in the chat.
Okay.
Refs are helping our stealth tank, and I'm here for it so much from the text line 916-339-1140. You a wild dude, Dave. You love push your narrative. I'm just trying to be fair here. You sound crazy as hell if you think 85% of the fan base will jump off after 10 games. I'm sorry people won't agree with your train of thought. And train is capitalized. It's not my narrative, dude. I'm really sorry. And I don't want to do this all year like we did last year. It's not my narrative. It's what I think. And there is a subtle difference. We're here to analyze, and we're here to talk, and we're here to predict. And it gives me no pleasure to say that. When I say 85% of the fan base will jump off, I don't mean 85% of the fan base will stop being Kings fans.
Right.
I think 100% of the fan base will still be Kings fans, as I will, you will, and everybody listening right now. I think that somewhere in the vicinity of that number, I think will come to the real if all of that happens, that's the caveat, that might be the line of demarcation where the vast majority of the fan base goes, all right, yeah, I wanted to see it. I didn't want to buy into the negative hype, if you will, of the offseason. I wanted to see how these guys did. There's some encouraging things, having Zach LaVine in for a full camp, having Sabonis healthy, having a couple of real point guards. Doug Christie was about 500 last year without any real point. Like, there was some legit.
Yeah.
Nobody was duped. And by the way, we're only 3 games into the season. They're not right or wrong.
Right.
Anybody having any sort of optimism going, you weren't duped. I could make a case for that. And we're very, very new into the year. I think what concerns me, and even concerns you to a bit, because you've been vocal about it as well, just is no matter what happens, unless something is done, the roster construction's off.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and I feel like there's been less national, even local, like, not hype, but belief that this was a great team. Like, I don't think we're hearing a lot of that.
No.
Now, my counter would be is I actually think there's more individual talent than maybe some people see, but I'm not equating that to more wins. I think they can still turn some of that individual talent into something for their future. And I think I personally would like to see that process happen sooner.
Yes.
It just... One, I don't think it's as easy to trade today as it might be in a few more weeks or months. And you also, in fairness, have to give this group some chance, though I think we're kind of seeing what has happened has not been a surprise to me.
No.
Like, there's moments you go, hey, they look pretty good. And then there's other moments like, they're too small. Or whatever it is, just...
I think
they want to be a defensive-oriented team. They don't have a lot of defensive players.
That's right.
Wow, that offense looks pretty good right now. Zach LaVine looks like he could score on anybody. Yes, but it just...
I think it's a perfect take. I think you're 100% right. I think this team, and we talked about this ad nauseum, this team, if you just go by like NBA 2K scoring style and you added up the talent, this guy's a 90-something, this guy's an 80. This is one of the more. This is I will say this with absolute certainty. This is definitely a well above average Sacramento Kings team talent-wise over franchise history.
Yeah, so in the 40 years, I'm going to give them a number. Let's say they won 30 this year.
Yeah.
And they have this roster, all 82.
Yes.
This would be their best 30-win roster.
100%. And I think I'd have to go look. I'm not entirely sure, Jason, if you use that scoring system. Again, individual talent, not fit, not record, talent. This is arguably a top 10 all-time Sacramento Kings talent team.
Yeah.
You got the 02 team.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the 07-ish team. You've got the Beam team. And then, throw in a Mitch Richmond era, play, whatever. I don't think there's 10 other Kings teams or iterations of the Kings teams that are more talented. Zach LaVine, top 10 player the Kings have ever had. He's certainly there knocking on the door. Zach LaVine is a wonderful talent.
Yeah.
Domantas Sabonis is the 3-time defending rebounding champion. Had a tough night last night. But this is another – they have 2 fringe and also former All-Stars in their prime on this team right now. I don't like saying the whole, they have 2 first ballot Hall of Famers and, a former – I mean, that's great, but that doesn't do anything for me today.
Yeah.
Like, I can go get let's sign Michael Jordan, and then we can say we have a 6-time, MVP world. It doesn't matter. It's what are they right now? But I think your take is perfect. That the optimism, the realistically optimistic side is that there is a lot of individual talent on this team that is completely mishmashed. And with the combination of the CBA and the way things are working right now, Scott Perry has his hands incredibly tied. Let's not forget Scott's podcast appearance before he even became the Kings GM when he talked about Zach LaVine and making a difference. Let's not forget the fact that Perry was handed this roster and Rome was only built in one day. Hopefully that individual talent will turn into complementary talent. They just have to identify who they're building around. And I'm not entirely sure that person they could build around. Perry might be sitting here going, you know what? I don't think I can trade Zach LaVine. But I wonder if I could build around him. I wonder if I can use our other pieces and really start complementing. Because a guy who can shoot, 50, 45, 80-ish splits and
pretty nice to have.
It's a pretty nice thing to have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the way to go. I'm saying I think
it's a way to go.
It's a way to go, and I think that if built correctly, I think you absolutely could have a perennial playoff team with Zach LaVine as your number 1 option. I don't know if that's a Western Conference Finals team. Right. I don't think it's a title team, but Zach LaVine isn't garbage. But the construction of this roster kind of is. That's the deep dive. The 49ers, oof. You know what, dude? The result from the Niners yesterday makes a lot more sense, probably, as surprising as it is, than a lot of their other results when you consider what they're dealing with. This is who guys like me thought the 49ers were going to be a few weeks ago, and they've just been beating expectations. I don't want to, it's tough to play this game, Jason, but when you look at it, their last win was, I wouldn't say a squeak, but a 2010 hard-fought win at home over the Falcons. And now you look and you go, oh, God, the Falcons got boat raced by the Dolphins, whose coach is pretty much on life support, 34-10 yesterday in Atlanta. So now all of a sudden you go, okay, well, maybe that Falcons doesn't look as, okay. Now you've got that Houston situation yesterday in which they just you gotta at some point you gotta get somebody who can rush the passer.
Yeah. And it was the Texans did a great job of playing keep away in the first half as far as time of possession that we talked about. Yardage, first downs. What was it, 14-0 before the Niners got a first down? And gosh, every time Mac Jones got hit yesterday, it looked like a little piece of him died. It's like he's hurting. He's playing.
He is.
Still play without Purdy, which, again, as good as Mac Jones has played for them. But Warner, all the things, it was great to have Kittle back and all that again. But it was a game where they were trying to find a way to get back into it, and the Texans just wouldn't let them do it.
No. They wouldn't. And every time you and I both thought coming out of the half, hey, they got a nice score prior. Here we go. There's some momentum here.
McCaffrey started making some plays in the second half. It's like, okay.
This is a good question. Which do you think is crazier? The Kings-Lakers free throw disparity yesterday, or the fact that the Texans had the ball for 41 minutes and 22 seconds to the Niners 18 minutes and 38 seconds. Pretty damn close. It's pretty crazy disparity, especially when you look at, again, that stat we saw is first time in, 10 years a team has had that kind of disparity in the first half?
Yeah. I mean, it actually got better in the second half.
It did.
And that's an improved number, but, yeah, wasn't it 25-5 in the it was something absurd in the first half. I don't know. They're both equally bizarre.
It's also a little weird to me, too. Like, I get that it wasn't there, but Chris McCaffrey, 8 rushes. Mm-hmm. The Niners had 10 rushes for 48 yards. Now, that's a 4.8-yard average. Hey, you should probably rush. Now, honestly, I was going to say there was a long rush in there. No, McCaffrey had a 9-yarder. Matt Jones had a 13-yarder. I don't know how much that's skewing everything. Oh, boy. All right. Well, and then did you see, what's his name? Hendrickson left with the Bengals.
Didn't return, yep.
When we come back, it's not small, it's not medium, it's not even large, guys. It's a supersized Kings rewind from their first win of the year against the Jazz, and then last night's frustrating loss to the Lakers right here on your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sactown Sports.
Oh, my, what an athletic move that time by Malik Monk.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Malik Monk, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Every time I turn around, my friends at Pure Talk give me one more reason to feel good about switching. This month, for instance, they're supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat veterans struggling with PTSD. The result? They're saving lives on both ends of the leash. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. I like being in business with an American wireless company who shares my values. Yeah, I appreciate unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and I bet you will too. But I think you'll really appreciate doing business with a company who gives back to the men and women who volunteered to defend our country. Just dial pound 250, say micro. With Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team, you can switch in as little as 10 minutes. Again, dial pound 250, say micro, to switch to an American wireless company who actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Amateur players will be pleased to know that the USGA doesn't object to a friendly bet with your weekend foursome. Friendly bets include soft drinks after the round, hot dogs at the turn, or even a $2 Nassau, one of the most widely used bets in golf. It takes its name from the Nassau County Country Club of Glen Cove, Long Island, one of the many clubs frequented by the well-to-do in the late 19th century. As the story goes, matches between these clubs were often reported in the local newspapers, sometimes to the embarrassment of wealthy industrialists coming out the loser. The Nassau captain J.B. Coles Tappan then devised a format where the worst possible result could not be reported as anything more than a 3-0 defeat. In a Nassau, 3 equal wagers are placed on the first 9, the second 9, and 18-hole total. A $2 Nassau is sometimes referred to as a 2-2-2 bet. Some play better with a bet to keep their attention. Others are nervous at the thought of losing. Whatever your choice, golf is a game. Have some fun. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
All right, welcome back. Not going to do a long lead up here because we got a lot of business to get to, Jason Ross.
You ready?
You and Chris have been at it.
Go to business.
Supersize Rewind, Kings Edition. Right, meow. If I'm being honest, dude, I missed the cue. You want to start that again, dude?
Yeah.
Okay. I just missed the cue. I missed it, and I didn't want to.
It's not a rewind without your improv song.
And I got nothing either. I won't have anything until
it starts.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden my brain starts filling. So let's see what kind of greatness is about to happen here. Roll tape. The Kings played Utah, and they played the Lakers, and they went 1-1. See, it
was worth it.
It's average.
All right, on Friday night, the Sacramento Kings were going to take the floor for their 41st home opener in Sacramento. It was also going to be their 10th home opener at Golden One Center.
That's a lot.
The Kings had just one win in their previous 9 tries in G1C openers, with the only one coming in front of cardboard cutouts during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Why you bringing up old
Well, something had to give because the Kings' opponent was the Utah Jazz, who the Kings had ownage over with 8 straight victories against Utah.
Jazz music!
On the injury front, the Kings would go to battle without rookie Nick Clifford.
Have we displeased you, almighty God in heaven? Do our lives mean nothing to you?
Hey, peace, dude.
But they would welcome back starting center Domantas Sabonis.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever.
That's not his song.
Now, as for the game action, the bulk of the Kings' offense was carried by 3 guys. Zach LaVine had 31 points.
LaVine.
Malik Monk, he had 20.
I'm a pizza guy.
He is.
And by Dennis Schroeder, he scored 17 on the night.
Hey, well done.
Nice. There was barely any separation in this game as both teams stayed within striking distance all night long.
When we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying.
Well, in crunch time, the Kings found themselves down by 1 when Domantas Sabonis got a rebound and put it back up and in to give the Kings a 1-point lead with just 6 seconds to go.
Sabonis.
Well, now they needed a defensive stop. Kings guard Dennis Schroeder took the mold of his head coach and played lockdown defense like Doug Christie.
We're all gonna be like 3 little Fonzies here. And what's Fonzie like? What's Fonzie like?
Cool.
What?
Cool.
Correctamundo.
That'd be fun if he actually had a mold of Doug Christie that he was carrying around.
The Kings would edge the Jazz by 1 and get their first win of the season and even their record to 1-1.
Go home, Jazz! It's over!
They have split their first 2 games.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where do you find that? Where does he find those? Where does he find a crowd saying, "Go home, Jazz"?
Are you questioning Rewind?
You've never seen the great film Celtic Pride?
I mean, this is honestly, with all the time in your life you've wasted on watching movies, this is where it matters. You did it for a reason. All that time was your wax on, wax off, paint the fence for this moment right now.
I think Mark S. Allen called it the sports movie of our generation.
We should get him to review Rewind.
Oh, yeah, we should.
Sorry, back to you, Jason.
While eating tacos and defeating Alan Styles.
Housing Gym Boys.
They have split their first 2 games and on Sunday look to go above 500 in a matchup against the Lakers.
Just bring it.
The Lakers were already without LeBron James, but would also play without Luka Doncic.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 Coke, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
That's all his old order. He looks
trimmed down?
pretty good now.
Game 3
Yeah,
of
that's half of his old order.
Game 3 of the season, and the Kings would implement their third different starting lineup as they would go small, and Keon Ellis would get his first start.
We're trying to figure out how I think about this issue.
By the way, I appreciate you showing a lot of respect to our opponent by wearing a throwback Lakers hoodie today.
Oh, this is UCLA Bruins, the school that your daughter turned out.
That is true. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. Back to you.
Did she change her mind after you bought the pennant and the mugs?
I did buy her a pennant and mugs. What?
Keon Ellis and Sabonis both would pick up 2 early fouls and would give all those in G1C a preview of how the night was going to go.
I don't like that at all.
No.
After one quarter, the Lakers owned a 9-point lead at 36-27. In the second quarter, Westbrook and DeRozan each scored 11, and the Kings worked the comeback into a 62-62 halftime tie.
They not like us.
Well, the Lakers did their work from the foul line while the Kings were connecting from 3.
Who paying you? I recommend. Who paying you?
Who is? I'm sending a picture of us to a family member.
Okay. In the third quarter, Monk, Ellis, and Sabonis all picked up 4 fouls and had to go to the bench.
You call this game fair, or I'll go to the papers.
As the game moved to the fourth quarter, the Lakers owned a 5-point advantage.
I hate it here.
Wait, who's that?
I hate it here.
Let's Stewie. Go ahead.
The Kings opened the fourth on a 10-2 run and took a 4-point lead in the game's final quarter.
The felony can't sing if it's not over.
Whistles, challenges, reviews, and delays, and everything the referees were calling was getting overturned.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
That last 2-minute report's going to be... Wait, did they... Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
qualify.
there was some in the last 2, but a lot
Just
of it was
wondering.
prior to that.
Yeah.
While Austin Reaves was living at the foul line all night, in the fourth quarter he was hitting clutch shots en route to a career night and one of the best nights ever at Golden One.
Oh, good for you.
The Kings pulled within 3 after a LaVine 3 and then got a stop, and LaVine attempted another one for the tie but missed. From that point on, the Lakers closed it out and sent the crowd home without a beam.
They shut it down.
Yeah.
And it sucks because you have to warm it up.
I know, and so it's
for like an hour.
Yeah.
That's all that wasted energy.
LA improves to 2-1 and beats the Kings for the 5th straight time.
Hey, stop it!
I don't like that.
The Kings dropped to 1-2 and begin a road trip Tuesday at the site of the defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga. Chet Holmgren doesn't even look like a basketball star. He looks like a guy from eSports.
And there you go. Now you know how the 2 games went.
Very, very well done. I've heard this segment for what? This is season 3?
2.
Is it just 2?
Mm-hmm.
And I am still always incredibly surprised at where these...
That brain over there.
You ever been to Chris's place where he lives?
I have not.
I haven't either. Any part of you that thinks that maybe his room is like legit like a Beautiful Mind room, but it's like yarn stretching and attaching itself to different sound clips. He has this like massive like library that's he goes home and he puts on like a helmet that like interfaces with his brain for every single clip ever.
And part of me wants to believe there's like VHS tapes, not DVDs, not digital.
Hey, they're coming back.
Just VHS tapes.
Remember this is inside baseball here, everybody. Sorry. You remember the instant replays?
Yes.
Okay. The instant replay was basically this. How do you
soundboard?
It was a soundboard that you plugged in, and it had a digital readout, and it had all these buttons on it and all these banks. You could go. I think it was like unlimited, but you could have like 50 pages of sounds that you could assign to a key, right? And then you'd either have an overlay that you put on, or you'd have a book that had, and then you could just boop, 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 and just have all these sounds at your fingertips. Is what you use right now comparable and or better to that, or would you ultimately rather have one of those if you had your druthers?
What I use is pretty comparable.
Okay. Is it comparable or comparable? I don't know. Or is that either?
Yeah.
It's well done, guys. How do we not have a sponsor for that?
Great question.
How do we not have
fantastic
a sponsor for that?
question?
Why, you know what? Kings Rewind. Who would be Blockbuster?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget. Be kind.
Yeah.
Rewind.
It really could be anybody. It doesn't have to
Really
tie
good.
into the name.
Rewind. Maybe like a spa or a vacation place where you can unwind with the Kings Rewind.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of unwind, right now you can get a facial for whatever.
Next week I'm going to get my hair clipped, much like the clips from Kings Rewind.
Oh, where you at, Great Clips? Where you at, Hammer and Nails? Where you at, Super Clips?
Super Clips?
We'll take a break. When we come back.
Super Clips.
Kings, Lakers. Hey, we've got reaction for you. We've got comments. We've got all kinds of stuff, including some very frustrated Kings players, and I think a Kings coach, too, with everything that happened yesterday. We'll do that next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. Just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Toyota's legendary truck event is on, and the deals are legendary. Get low APR plus $500 bonus cash on 2025 Tacoma, or get a low-cost lease on Tacoma Double Cab, or get low APR or up to $3,000 cash back on 2025 Tundra. Get to your Toyota dealer now, because this truck event is gonna be Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit. Cashback available through TMNA and cannot be combined with other offers. Ends 11/3/25.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't! Yes, he did!
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right, Matt Barrows will join us 1 hour from now. We'll get the very latest on the San Francisco 49ers after their loss yesterday to the Houston Texans. Still to come in this hour, we'll have 4-down territory, who's hot, who's not. We'll look at a streaking pick from Friday and have a pick for tonight, recap Celebrity Pick 6. But we'll start this hour, Dave, getting into some Sacramento Kings from the weekend Friday and then certainly last night's game.
Yeah, and there is a lot to get to as you had a win, a loss, still no Keegan.
Right, you got to wait for a while.
You got Sabonis back.
Yeah, I was bummed about Neek going out. It doesn't sound like it's going to be terribly long, but, he started the first game, and that's, a part of what we hope to be a part of the future of this team.
Yeah, I think it's one of those you get one, you have to give one. Them's the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in case you missed it over the weekend, I'd saved this because I didn't want it to go away. I'm going to play something out of my computer here, Chris. I don't know if you caught Adam Silver being caught at – not caught, like they didn't chase him down, but he was being interviewed at halftime. I forget the game this was. Of an NBA game, and he was asked about all the gambling stuff.
And Terry Rozier was allowed to keep playing after an NBA investigation ruled that there was no NBA rules violated. What do you make of that decision now amid the FBI's allegations against him?
So what happened was, because bets were placed through legalized legal betting companies, they picked up aberrational behavior around a particular game in March of 23. And so that was brought to our attention by the regulators and the betting companies. We then looked into that situation and were very transparent about it. And while there was that aberrational betting, we frankly couldn't find anything. Terry at the time cooperated. He gave the league office his phone. He sat down for an interview. And we ultimately concluded that there was insufficient evidence, despite that aberrational behavior, to move forward. We then worked directly with the law enforcement, as they said at the press conference, that the league has been cooperating. And so that was obviously over 2 years ago. So the federal government has subpoena power, can threaten to put people in jail, can do all kinds of things that a league office can't do. So we've been working with them since then. And of course, what they announced yesterday was an indictment. So 2.5 years later, he still hasn't been convicted of anything, in fairness to Terry. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but he's now been put on administrative leave. And so, there's a balance here of protecting people's rights and investigating. And as I said, we've been working with the government.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. Good answer. I mean, to an extent.
Look, we always talk about extremes. Yeah. There's a side that's like, it's not rigged, shut up. And that's not going to change anything for you. Then there's a side that's, it's rigged, shut up. That's 100%, especially when never start out answering a question with, well, what happened was, I don't know, it just makes you look guilty. I agree with you. I think Adam Silver raises some really good points. Because that was my big thing was, how did you clear Terry Rozier? And by the way, I still have questions. When you cleared Terry, then why didn't he play the rest of the season? Was it because he was under investigation? Why did you keep that quiet? Why was he cleared this year? But Adam's point, and there's lawyers out here better than I, obviously, but Adam's point is taken in the sense that, okay, well, the government does have subpoena powers, and the NBA does not. The government can put you under oath, and the NBA cannot. The government can. There are a lot of levers the government can pull that the NBA can't. Now, if you're taking, and that's a huge if, and I'm not telling you to, but travel with me on this journey. If you take Adam Silver at his word and you do buy that, or at least you're ready to negotiate for the purchase of that take, then at the very least, I would hope coming out of this would be some sort of a set-up partnership. Create, if it doesn't exist already, an arm of the FBI or whatever that is like the sports betting or gambling czar, where the NBA can, so for example, casino sportsbook reports or finds abnormalities. They regularly send those abnormalities to the NBA depending on how egregious the abnormalities are. The NBA then does their internal investigations, and as it gets deeper, they can then partner with the government. I would say probably under privacy, because even the whisper of this is going to screw with things.
Right.
And then the NBA and the government can work together and share information. When necessary, the government can go and subpoena. So there's got to be a way to not run into this again, because it's not a good look for the NBA. It's not a good look at all for the entire thing. And I don't see a ton of upside for Adam Silver in helping fix games and knowing games are fixed. Yeah, he's going to make some money, but at what risk and what cost if that was ever proven? Not to mention the fact that, by the way, he'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, he would be perp walked and thrown in federal prison if it was ever found that he knew or had any knowledge of things being rigged. So those are the things that make me question. I'm not coming down on either side, but those are the things that make me question. I do not question what the Kings.
The one thing, though, is like everyone brought it up this weekend, which I know the NBA hates, is what is like top 3 biggest conspiracies in
NBA
basketball.
history?
Yeah.
Knicks frozen envelope, Kings game 6. Look, dude, there's other nominees, but I got to tell you.
How about the best basketball player in his prime retiring to play baseball?
Jordan playing baseball.
And everyone's just like, oh, it's not a story.
Well, what did I see? There was a perfect tweet that showed a picture of Jordan hitting with the White Sox and said, this is how the NBA used to handle gambling issues.
Like, it's another example of like, okay, what did the NBA know, and how did they put their thumb on the scale to quietly punish someone?
You talking about Jordan?
Jordan and Rozier.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's if you assume, if you take the Jordan thing at face value.
Yes.
It might have also
But I'm saying there's a lot of stuff getting like brought up.
There's smoke. I'm also still open to the idea that Michael Jordan's dad was brutally murdered in a vehicle, and he didn't want to play basketball anymore. I could be wrong. I could be naive. I fully admit that. But I'm saying it should be accepted that that's a possibility, because his dad was brutally murdered in a vehicle. Now, why? What happened? Was there? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I think if you start to go down the conspiracy and then look at it in any way with that lens, you're going to find stuff that's
100% correct. And either way you go, if you have a preconceived notion.
Yeah.
By the way, I would add it's probably not top 3, but I think coming on up the list is definitely one of the best players in the league in his absolute prime is inexplicably traded without there being an open market for bidding on that player whatsoever, to one of the top 2 marquee, if not the most marquee team in the NBA. And then 6 months later, that team that made that inexplicable trade against all odds wins the lottery and gets the number 1 pick, in which they draft the next generational superstar. Lakers, Dallas, Luka, Cooper Flag. Like, that one stinks to me to high heaven and has since the moment it happened. I would add Mark Cuban selling the Mavericks to I'm telling you, that is a thing, dude. That is going to be someday someone. Pablo Torre. Where you at, dude?
Has he done anything on Cuban?
I don't. Well, yeah, exactly. All right, Kings. Sorry. Let's see. We got a lot of audio to get to from the game yesterday. Or should we just, Jace? What do you want to do here? You want to get to audio from the game itself, Or do you want to get to any post-game from the game itself? I mean, we obviously can do both.
Yeah.
You want to hear from Demar DeRozan post-game?
Sure.
Okay.
This was interesting.
Okay.
Demar, you're a guy who's known to get to the free throw line, but have you ever seen or been in a game like that where you give up that many free throws and only shoot 18?
No. It's crazy. 46 free throws to our 18. 18, right? Yeah. We have the bag for most of those. Nah.
Hey, DeMar, speaking on the free throws, how does that mess up you guys' rhythm when you got to, line up at the free throw line all game?
It's deflating, especially when we're going out there trying to play hard, trying to compete, and it seemed like we getting called for fouls, but on the other hand, when we try to be aggressive, nothing don't go our way. It's kind of deflating at times, especially when you're trying to get it going. You have guys in and out of the rotation because foul trouble. It's hard to get a rhythm because you're putting them on the line, giving them a rhythm, so it's definitely tough.
DeMar, just kind of looking at that, is it an issue of the way you guys are guarding, just the way the game maybe was being called?
I don't know. 46 free throws is crazy. To our 18. I don't know. I got to go back and look, but like I said, 46 free throws is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
What did you see? Obviously, career night for Austin. Where did he hurt you guys the most? Kind of in that second
free throw line. 22 free throws for him. Free throws. Free throws.
And he left.
And he got up and left.
Takes a lot to rattle that dude.
Yeah.
He was rattled about that. And those are the opinions that I actually take into account the most. Somebody like DeMar DeRozan, who is not excuse maker guy. He's been around this league a long time. He has played. He's been involved on both sides of that. He knows what it takes to get to the line, and not like people like DeMar DeRozan have a better handle on what is or isn't a foul than any of us times 1,000. And he was incredibly more frustrated than I've ever heard him. Now, some of that frustration is probably they lost the game and it's 10 minutes later and all that. But if you want a reason, or if you're trying to build the case that the refereeing was crappy last night, that's probably Exhibit A right there. This is just raw, but here's a little bit of Doug Christie after the game. Doug?
I mean, we got to play defense without fouling, obviously. But there are two teams on the floor. So, it's wild. It's wild. It's wild.
Coach, obviously it's a frustrating defeat, but what positives can you take away from a game like this? Because you guys shot the ball well, did a lot of good things, but the free throws kind of messed everything up.
I don't know that you'll ever win a game, ever in life. Free throws like that. Not since I was a little kid.
You can't see this, but if you're on social media or you happen to come across this clip, there's something in this clip that is incredibly interesting to me, and I know people like this. Look at Doug's right hand. He's kind of got his arms a little bit crossed. And his right hand is just, he's like violently tapping his fingers and moving them all around. And you combine that with his tone of voice. So we all know people like that. The ones that he's too calm. We all know the people that the calmer they get, the closer they are to redlining and just absolutely jumping across the table and choke slamming you.
Right.
And Doug strikes me as one of those dudes that underneath the surface of this is this burning, blazing fire going on in him. His hand is really fascinating me. Here's Doug.
Playing basketball. Now with two teams playing hard. Yeah. I'll go back and look at the film. I'm sure there's something positive in there. a shame.
Doug, does it, you talked about defending without fouling, and it, it has kind of been a thing here the last couple of seasons. Just at first glance, like, did it just look like there was a lot of little touchy stuff, and maybe there is some?
I mean, there's a lot of touchy stuff going both ways. Like, there's not one team on the floor. There's two teams on the floor. Like, so, yeah. Are there some of those that are obvious? Absolutely. You grabbing somebody, all these, like, yeah, I get it. I don't know that that's wild.
Doug, obviously no moral victories, but
nope.
To see Zach with another 30-point game, that's got to be an encouraging sign for you guys to see him.
Listen,
starting
Zach is playing at a really, really high level. I mean, I'm not even really concerned with the points. Like, he's competing on the defensive end, which is like, I mad love. He's from my town, so the utmost respect for Zach going out and competing. Like, 32, like, that's what he do. So that's.
I just want to pause it real quick. I agree with him. I think Zach has been very, very engaged. Not perfect.
Right.
Made mistakes.
Right.
But there have been some defensive stints for him where I think anyone watching him for his defense, which I think a lot of us have been doing, I think there's times it's frustrating almost because you go, is he even capable of doing that full time? Because my goodness, some of his and it kind of lines up exactly with what he said preseason. He is a good one-on-one ball defender. It's the team defense that he has issues with. And who was it that said, was it somebody on the broadcast last night? Somebody said, and that's right, that when he played for Team USA, he was a defensive guy as much as he was an offensive guy. He was on the floor to play defense, and he did, which kind of goes back to the whole, I don't know if this Zach LaVine piece is long-term or not, and certainly everything points to it not being, but what Doug's saying is 100% correct. You have to give credit where credit's due, and I think Zach is really re-engaged on the defensive end. Let me go back. Here's more to Doug.
Utmost respect for Zach going out and competing. Like, 32, like, that's what he do, so that's really not that surprising. The defensive commitment that he continues to show is to be commended. Massive amount of respect for Zach on that end of the floor because he's that's how you win, and he's committed to trying to win, and I nothing but love. That's big time.
When you guys started doubling Austin towards the end there, what did you think of your execution?
I have to go back and look at it. I mean, he hit the pocket. The point is get the ball out of his hands. So, he made some shots where some crazy ones, and once you get hot like that, it's whatever. You can hit shots, but hitting the pocket and somebody else beating us is totally that's part of what you're doing when you put two on the ball. When you put two on the ball, they got an advantage on the backside, and then you just have to scramble around. So he shot 22 free throws. Yeah.
And then he got up and walked.
And then he walked away. By the way, 23 years in one day, yesterday's game, was the 23-year and one-day anniversary of the preseason fight between him and Rick Fox.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about this as the game was unfolding. Obviously, most of the night, Austin Reaves was having a really good night, and the bulk of it was at the foul line. Because I remember, at one point, I think we were in a break, and I said, wow, Reaves has 31. He's made 5 shots.
Mm-hmm. I think he made 12 all night.
Yeah. But in the fourth quarter, he started to make shots.
Yes.
And I don't know. Look, obviously, I've never been a coach in the NBA, and I wondered about this, and I don't know what you think. Like, there's two schools of thought here. Like, I totally understand why they were doubling him. Yes. Like, he was crazy on fire. They're trying to shut the water off. Like, they can't stop
Make somebody else beat you.
But so much pressure was now put on him, and like what was Doug's term? I wrote down. Now when they have in kind of that scramble mode, then they basically have 2 on the back end.
Yeah, they get beat on the backside.
And there was it was always like a 3-on-2 once he passed it over, and then it was like Hachimura or Ayton getting to the basket, and you're small back there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you're killed if you just go 1-on-1 with him because he's cooking you all night, but it felt almost worse when he got through that because then you just almost felt helpless. Like, I'd almost rather see a guy continue to, like, would there at some point have been like Reaves can't keep making these? Or maybe he would have. Well, and I don't know. I don't know the right way to go. I mean,
and if that had happened,
then we'd have gone, how do you not
double him?
So you can't win there, but I don't know. There was one where he actually missed, like it was actually a bad miss from 3. I'm like, yeah, he's not going to make them all.
Right.
But he still made a few, and he got to the line, and he set up other guys in the fourth quarter, and it was too much.
Well, and I think Jason, to kind of underline last night, yes, there was a huge free throw disparity. Yes, the refs had a poor night, but also you can't. I want to. Sorry, guys. I want to try to get this thought out correctly. There is a possibility that Doug and the coaches preaching so hard about defensive effort. There's playing defense, and there's playing defense without fouling, playing smart defense, rotating off. So, for example, I don't have a problem with them doubling Austin Reaves. I think you had to double Austin Reaves. I think your point, and it's very well taken, is the problem is the Kings' rotations once that double is expired or broken. So there is part of it that you go, okay, why are there so many fouls being called? Yeah, the refs suck. Okay. But also there may be this adjustment period when hopefully the team is playing aggressive defense but learns the difference between aggressive defense and effective legal defense. That may be part of what we saw last night.
Yeah, and I think as the game went on, I think they defended that high screen much better than they did early on because it felt like the guards were always trailing the ball handler, so now they're behind the play. Someone's either coming over to help or they kind of ran into the dribbler or the shooter at that time. So they had a lot of those kind of fouls. And really, when you get into the penalty midway or more left in the quarter, then it's anything. It's like Sabonis dove for a ball in the corner, which is fabulous. He's going for it. They actually called him for the foul. I thought it was a tough foul, but there's Vanderbilt going to the line.
Right.
Like, that's not a silly touch foul. That's not fouling someone shooting. That's being aggressive, trying to keep a possession alive. But because you're in the bonus,
right,
there go the Lakers back to 2 more free throws.
You had the 8 in flagrant on Keon, which shockingly they didn't call a flop on Keon this time.
Well, I thought that was. I didn't think they were going to get. I mean, why are they reviewing this?
I didn't either.
I was surprised,
and I think it was the right call, but it's borderline.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ayton's just a big giant floppy fish, and sometimes just arms go everywhere. That happens. I was worried that they were going to. I don't know if you remember late in the game, Zach LaVine drove the baseline and made contact with DeAndre Ayton for the and one. Drove. You got me there. There was a part of me when they stopped play and they were going through that. I went, uh-oh, because Ayton had his arms straight up and was standing straight up, and LaVine initiated contact, bounced off,
I remember
and
that
then
play.
hit the and one. And there was a part of me going, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like that, and then I think Ayton got him on, or somebody got him on the head. I didn't see. It would be interesting. This would be a very limited, very niche podcast, but it would be very interesting if somebody wanted to do the work I wish there was like a local NBA referee.
Yeah.
To go through this whole game with an NBA referee and just get their opinion and just stop each foul on both teams.
Yeah.
Do you believe that's a foul? And literally review.
Yeah.
Like coaches review every foul called in this game and see what the disparity is.
It was funny. Again, it totally irrelevant to the game. I don't know if you'll remember this play. It was in the first half, so the Kings are going to the direction where we sit. We have a perfect angle of this. Late in the shot clock, they throw it to the corner, and it's one of those, it's a grenade. Like, there's no time left. Whoever catches it in the corner has to shoot.
Right.
Well, it goes to the rookie, Dylan Cardwell, to shoot a 3. And they say shot clock violation, air ball. It hit the rim.
It did.
Now, the Lakers got the rebound. It's irrelevant to the game, but I'm going, There were just those kind of misses through the night.
That was the first of two.
Right.
Remember
They reviewed one later that they said wasn't, and then they called their own review and said, it did hit the shot.
It did hit the rim,
Yes.
but yeah, that's a second. That's twice that night.
That, to me, is more the point of the night I thought the officials had, where they missed a lot of things. And it does happen.
Yes.
Like that one was irrelevant to the game, but you just go, I could see it from here that it did. And different angles, all that kind of stuff.
Well, from the 916, why does the media talk to Doug like we're at a funeral after a loss? They're coddling him. Hold on, let's run with that for a second. So, like, when you want to see Jason Anderson, hey, Doug, what the hell? What's going on, man? What are you thinking? Why'd they lose? What do you mean they're coddling him? It's after the game. It's frustrating. It's not gonna be celebratory. You want him to yell at him? Yeah, ask him questions.
Yeah,
ask him what questions would you like to see him be asked? Hey, Doug, why'd you lose? Doug, why don't you guys have a power forward? I mean, come on, man. What are we doing here? I'll tell you what we are doing, Jason. We're celebrating.
Yeah?
Not the Kings game yesterday necessarily.
That's not a celebration.
It's an energetic celebration because my friends at American Energy Heating and Air are now doing plumbing. So it's no longer American Energy. It's American Energy Home Pros. Home Pros. Hey, winter's going to be here, I don't know, at some point. At some point, winter will be here, allegedly, even though it's going to be 80 degrees this week. You may just want to get yourself a new furnace to save money on your bills and make sure everything's running safely and efficiently. And right now, with a full home installation, that furnace is free. You heard me right. American Energy Home Pros, free furnace. Full home installation. Oh, and by the way, there's up to $4,000 in rebates. That's while the rebate money lasts. So inquire now. And while you're inquiring, maybe you have a plumbing issue, toilets, bathtub, sewers, plumbing stuff. Well, they'll do that too. In fact, they could do them both at the same time. I don't know. I do know they've been around since 1981. I do know they got an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. So give them a call at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 at AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy. Making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. 4 down territory. Best and worst of the week next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
The holidays are here, full of joy, family, friends, and yes, a little hustle and bustle. That's why you need Aleve. Between cooking, shopping, and all those extra errands, aches and pains can sneak in. Aleve is here to help with long-lasting body pain relief. Don't let body pain slow you down. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, you can keep up with the season's magic and all that awaits. Pick up Aleve and get back to what really matters, making memories. Use as directed.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Hey everyone, it's Kyle Draper here. If you're in the market for a new car, let me tell you about my experience with Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the moment I walked into their state-of-the-art showroom, I knew I was making the right choice. There was no pressure from the sales staff, and if I'm being honest, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV, and let me tell you why. First of all, the comfort. After a long day at work, I actually look forward to being in my car. It has several different massage settings, including my favorite, hot relaxing back. Plus, the seat heating and cooling features are perfect for the hot summer or those chilly mornings. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5, or you can shop online anytime at mbfstockton.com. That's mbfstockton.com, and tell them Drape sent you.
Fun with music.
So much fun.
Yeah, my Barrows.
My Barrows.
My Barrows. Coming up in, let's say a half an hour, Jason.
Okay, let's say it.
All right, in the meantime, Mr. Lod, 4-down territory, burst down.
Which team had the best week in the NFL?
I don't know. Lot of, you could say, well, I don't want to do that thing where I take all of Jason's.
Yeah.
God, there are some candidates. But, you know what I'm going to do, Jason? I'm going to give it to a team that I can all but guarantee will not be back on this list again. Give me the New York Football Jets.
Way to go, Jets.
39-38, including a situation where they scored a touchdown to pull it within, within 8? And then it's like, okay, you kick the extra point, that's 7.
Yeah.
But they went for 2.
Which was curious.
Which was really curious. And I said so. I said, that's really curious. And they cut it to 6 to win the game.
After they challenged it because they didn't get in. They ruled them that they didn't make it.
Now, I'm not going to say this on the air, but let's just say a certain somebody that understands these scenarios, that everyone would know that person's name, saw my tweet and here, just take a look so you can just scroll, not up, but down, towards the end. Providing me with some very intricate mathematical.
I don't need to read all that.
Here's a hint. Ivy League based reasonings as to why that was. I kind of actually turned me around. There's a whole thought process behind that, and you know what? In this case, it worked for them. The Jets got the win. Good for them. They've been close this year. They get the first win of the year. I'm giving it to New York.
Yeah, there's another team I could give it to that probably wouldn't be on the list because I thought they'd quit, but the Dolphins. I mean, my goodness. But I'm going to pick
Dolphins.
I'm going to pick Baltimore. And the reason why, they had a weird week with the Lamar Jackson injured, not injured, practicing, not all that kind of stuff. But playing Chicago, who's a feisty team, they didn't play Lamar and they won. And had they lost, they would have been 1-6. They only got to 2-5, but it leaves the door open still with Lamar coming back. So I felt like they had to win that game, and they did. That's a good win for them.
Second down.
Whoops. That's not the page.
No, it's not.
Which team had the worst week in the NFL?
Again, a lot of nominees here. My goodness. Give me the Atlanta Falcons. Dear Lord. You lost to the Niners on the road. Fine. You come back home. The Dolphins, the biggest question about the Dolphins coming into this game has been the biggest question about the Dolphins for the last few games. How the hell does Mike McDaniel still have a job?
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins didn't come in and eke out a win like the Jets did. The Dolphins bat flapped you, dude, on your home turf. 34-10. Woof. Those are the types of games. It's not going to happen, I'm sure, but those are the types of games that get coaches fired. I think the Falcons had the worst week for sure.
I'm going to go with the Bengals, the team that the Jets defeated. They just came off a stretch where they played the Broncos, the Lions, the Packers, and the Steelers, and they beat the Steelers with Joe Flacco on Thursday night, had extra time that kind of brought some spark back to the Bengals, and now you go, we can relax. We can beat the Jets and get this thing going again. Instead, you lose. I mean, if you would have said that the Bengals would get 38 points at home.
Yes.
What are they beating the Jets by, like 3 scores? They gave up 39.
Which is insanity.
Wow. So, yeah, the Bengals had the worst week to me.
All right. And you know what? Let's go for it, shall we?
Let's do it.
4th down.
Or 3rd down.
That too.
Which individual had the best week in the NFL?
So there's one name that jumps out. But I'm not giving it to him because this is Jets week. Okay? This is Jets week. Have a day, Breece Hall. 18 carries, 133 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty cool. How about you also throw for a touchdown as well? A nice little 4-yarder in which that was a pretty crazy catch as well. There's a lot of nominees, but again, I'm going Jets week this week. I'm proud of them. Oh, and by the way, after your owner, who is most single-handedly responsible for the Jets sucking, daring to throw his own quarterback under the bus publicly, and then the way Justin Fields, he wasn't perfect, but 21 of 32 for 244, a touchdown and a road win. Way to bounce back. I'm proud of you, Justin Fields. I'm proud of you, New York Jets, and I'm proud of you, Breece Hall.
A lot of being proud.
A lot of green and white pride.
Yeah. I'm going to go for the best week. Let's see this stat line. 2 catches, 21 yards, and a touchdown. That's not that great, but that's still a touchdown receiving. But I'm going to go with the just 12 carries, 153 yards, and 2 more touchdowns. They were favored to win. They did win, the Colts and Jonathan Taylor. He's now in the top of the MVP race. He has been awesome. This team has been resurgent. They did exactly what they're supposed to do against a bad team, and he had a monster day.
By the way, you know there's been some monster days when there's going to be at least one person listening, so I'm gonna mention it here that says you guys both missed stupids, and they have a case. We didn't miss. We're aware. Special shout out to James Cook. 19 carries, 216 yards to go with 2 touchdowns, but did not catch a ball. Sorry, James.
We need versatility.
Sorry, Jimmy C.
Yeah.
4th down.
Which individual had the worst week in the NFL?
Which individual had the worst week? Couldn't give I could have used this team for which team had the worst week, but I was quietly reserving. So we'll say individual, and that ties into team because it gives me a chance to talk about him. Cam Scattaboo. Obviously, that's a terrible week, but worse, it's a bad week for him. It's a bad week for his family. It's a bad week for the New York Giants and their fans. And you know what else, Jason? It's a bad week for football in general. Yeah. The NFL and the entire sport is better with Cam Scattaboo in it. And when the epilogue is written on this season, at some point in there, that Thursday night game with he and Jackson Dart, and the emergence, the birth of Cameron Scattaboo, the best kept secret in Sacramento and in Arizona, now became national, if not international. So hurry back. Don't rehab too hard. Don't jump through any walls. Hopefully he'll be back sooner than later.
And his 2 schools lost, Arizona State and Sacramento State.
Oh, God, that's right.
Man. I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins. So he gets an opportunity to start. He's been a good starting quarterback in the NFL. Penix is out, so it's like, okay, good. I'm getting a chance. Let me show the fans at home and everyone else what I can still do as a little reminder. And 21 of 31 is fine, 173 yards, no interceptions, but, 10 points. They lost 34-10 to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those things like, hey, I'm going to start. I'm going to show everybody, and maybe I'll keep this job. No,
nope.
He did nothing to do that.
Now, to be fair to Kirk Cousins, maybe it was just like...
they need more guys and more things. It's not the sole reason, but
hey, Joe Flacco went in, came off the couch, and did a pretty good job for a week or two. So, all right.
Woof.
All right. Well, you know what, Jason? I agree with you.
Yeah, a whole lot of woof.
That's a Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of woof. And then a cat comes in. Why is a cat in that song? Lots come, including Matthew Barrows at 9 a.m. He's going to talk to us. give us a postmortem, if you will, on the 49ers. Now, what's going on there? Also, we still have what's on deck. We got 3 in the key. Crosstalk, what's hot, what's not, streaking. We got a recap, celebrity pick. Jason, there's a lot.
So much show left.
There is so much freaking show left, dude, that I don't even know what's up. But I will leave you with this. With all the hype around NBA on NBC and the return of Roundball Rock and all that, this is one of my favorite clips of all time. Much like in the Disney Peter Jackson documentary on the Beatles, you saw Paul McCartney literally working out the song Get Back on his guitar. It was like watching Leonardo da Vinci paint.
Oh my gosh, you're just lame.
You're lame. Here's John Tesh talking to an audience about the creation of Roundball
Things I've
Rock.
discovered is that there are many different
You see
ways
this?
to write a song, and the most unusual way came to me when I was in Europe about 4 or 5 years ago. I was trying to write a sports theme, and I did not have a piano in the hotel where I was staying, so I did probably what many of you have done, faced with a similar situation. I called my answering machine at home, and I left a message for myself. And although that sounds goofy, what happened was that theme that I sang into the machine is the theme that they play every time the Chicago Bulls crush another basketball team. So I am singing themes into my machine regularly. And special bonus for you folks, I have brought the original answering machine tape with me so I can play it for you. I know you are dying to hear it. There we go. But it has to be played on the original answering machine. So here now the original demo tape for this particular song.
Loud beep coming up. Loud beep.
Hi, this is a message for me about the NBA theme. Here's an idea. It goes like this.
Dork. Now we gotta hear it.
No, this is the best part. Look at that look on his face, man. He's dialed. He's dialed.
Why doesn't he have an actual basketball?
All right. Dunk it. They're all having so much fun. Hey, do you think the drums at the beginning of that, do you think that's simulating a basketball being dribbled? I think that's why you did it. Or were you overthinking?
I think that's why I did it.
We all know that David Tesh was the one that wrote Roundball Rock.
That was David Tesh.
John Tesh's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, and he stole it from him? Oh, he did.
He wrote the lyrics for
And,
him.
yeah, and there was actual lyrics that went with it, too. We'll take a break. When we return, what's hot, what's not? We'll go streaking and, golly, so much more, including recapping our Celebrity Pick 6. All coming up right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Toyota's legendary truck event is on, and the deals are legendary. Get low APR plus 500 bonus cash on 2025 Tacoma, or get a low-cost lease on Tacoma Double Cab, or get low APR or up to $3,000 cash back on 2025 Tundra. Get to your Toyota dealer now, because this truck event is gonna be Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with Premier Ready credit. Cashback available through TMNA and cannot be combined with other offers. Ends 11/3/25.
Guys, tired all the time? Gaining weight? Low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who's hot?
Austin Reaves.
I know what's hot. Go ahead.
Austin Reaves, 51 points. Hey, 21 of 22 from the free throw line. It's pretty incredible.
Is he hot or is he lucky? Okay.
No answer?
I refuse to. Well, look, hey, I guess he had to make 21 of 22.
Got a lot of practice.
Who's not?
The Sacramento Kings.
For the Sacramento Kings.
You know, I said that,
that
Austin Reaves, he was amazing for the free throw line, 21 of 22. Much better than the Kings, who were 12 of 18. 12 of 18.
That's not great.
Austin Reaves had more free throw attempts than the entire Kings basketball team.
That doesn't seem fair.
I feel like that is not conducive to winning.
Conducive.
That is not conducive to winning. Shooting less free throws than a guy. Also, Austin Reaves. No disrespect to Austin Reaves. Obviously, he's a very good player. But my God, hey, LeBron's out. Hey, Luke is out. Oh, well, that's cool. They just have Austin Reaves and some people. Oh, he went for 51. But you know, hey, you know what?
Hey.
You know what, though?
Huh?
That's fine. This is what? Calm year. Not getting fired up.
Okay.
Not getting fired up. All right.
Okay.
Hey, let's go streaking, shall we? I haven't, by the way.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
Streaking.
We're streaking.
Let's see. What was my stress level yesterday? Now that I can record these things with this ring. Well, funny enough, I was more stressed between noon, especially at the end of the noon hour into 1 p.m., than I was during the Kings game. As you can see this readout here, that tells me I actually got more upset yesterday at the Niners than I did at the Kings.
Maybe that was Scataboo.
I might have been.
There's a lot of peaking in that stress area.
Yeah, there really is, dude. Well, and then, here's when my wife told me what was for dinner.
There's the fusion line.
You like how I actually slept in? I got up at 6:28. That's a long time for me. Notice how I got really stressed out right after I woke up?
Yes.
I don't know why, but something obvious. Oh, I know. It's because I had to go to the store and get biscuits.
And that stressed you out?
I just didn't want to do it.
Not biscuits.
No. All right.
We're going streaking. Dave, you're at 2. I'm at 4. Chris is at 2 going into Friday's World Series Game 1. Dave, you selected Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He got up 4 times in Game 1. He got 2 hits. So you extend your streak to 3.
And by the way, as you know, every game in a playoff format, so first round of the playoff, like wild card, it's so regular season, it's 1 point. Okay. Wild card, it's 2.
Are you making things up?
Division series is 3. NL or ALCS is 4. World Series is 5. I technically have a 14-game inning streak going right now. I'm getting close to you, Jason.
You are.
That's the rules that we just made up.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
How'd you do?
I was at 4 trying to get to 5. I took Addison Barger, who was not even starting. I didn't know that.
How's your Barger?
But he pinch hit and hit a grand slam.
That's pretty good.
2 for 2 with a home run. So, yeah, that worked. I extend to 5. And Chris was at 2 trying to extend to 3. Took George Springer. He got it 4 times to get 2 hits. We're all hitters.
Honestly, I'm all for having maybe it's one of those, like, don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Don't mess with perfection. I'm also kind of like here for like if we have a meeting of the rules committee in the off season, like I'm kind of here for like extra points. Like I feel like you should when you pick a guy and
grand slam of the World Series.
That should be an extra point or 2. Right? I just saying like, you know,
I think it was the first one ever.
That's a big deal. That meant it's been a long time since that happened.
Pinch hit grand slam.
Yeah. In the World Series?
Oh, in the World Series.
Yeah.
All right, so who you picking today? You cannot pick, let's see, Fred E. Freeman or Vladimir Guerrero. Cal Raleigh was also part of your streak, but he's not playing.
He's not? Why not? Oh.
Give me, I believe his full name is Kumite Oscar Hernandez from the movie.
Oh.
Come on.
You love L.A.
Come on.
Now, come on. Shut up. Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Thank you. You want to add my head? I had Youngblood with Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze.
My favorite part about the movie Bloodsport is the kid with the Giants hat and the New York Giants sweatshirt.
So they go to lunch together? I will take Dalton Varsho.
What do you mean?
Dalton Varsho.
Yeah, Chris, you cannot take Vladimir Guerrero or Springer.
Oh, crap. I have to think of somebody.
Yeah, just a baseball player.
Well, you know, little side note, Chris does not love L.A.
I hate L.A.
He has not picked a Dodger all year.
All year?
Mm-hmm.
Really? So it's just been a quiet streak? He's been
not even Shohei?
Wow.
Nope, not Shohei, not Mookie Betts.
Well, there's always time to break the streak.
Never.
That's
why I am picking from the Toronto Blue Jays.
I believe that's the Toronto. What are they? The Toronto. What did he say in the press conference? Didn't he say the wrong, like the Toronto
Rangers?
The Rangers. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette, still not healthy.
Yeah, he's hitting.
He's trying.
Okay. It's in.
Speaking of getting
Dave was the only one who picked a Dodger.
Yeah,
loves LA. Quietly
love LA. It's a ballad. Let's recap our Pick 6 celebrity, shall we?
Okay, let's do it. We had Hank the High Flyer, Henry Turner on Friday as our celebrity picker.
I don't remember a lot, but I do know he is at least, at best, he's going to be 5-1.
You don't know much,
but I know I love you.
You know that he missed one?
I know he missed one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember which one?
I believe. Well, I know the one I can remember that he missed was he picked the Niners over the Texans.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well, let's see.
Or I've been high my whole life and I have no idea. This is all a simulation, dude. Let's see what happens.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Giants at Eagles. Henry took the Eagles. That's 1-0.
Hey, fly Eagles fly, Henry.
Bears at Ravens. He took the Bears. 1-1. Buccaneers at Saints. He said, "Who dat?" He was an upset.
That was a
surprise.
That was a surprise.
1-2. Cowboys at Broncos. He went Cowboys.
Yeah.
1-3.
Yeah.
Packers at Steelers. He took the Packers. So 2-3. And then the 49ers at the Texans. He did take the Niners. So 2-4.
A shameful performance.
Wow.
So Cody. Come on, it's Henry. So Cody is our season leader still.
Nope.
Well,
no. What are you talking about? She went. Didn't she go 5-1?
She's
4-2.
4-2.
Second best.
Someone went 5-1.
You don't count.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You're part of the show. We don't count. How many have you picked? Have I picked? He's never been. He's not a celebrity.
I got
picker.
invited on
by Pat. A Hall of Famer asked for Chris's picks.
He's not.
And Cody was like,
No.
"Yeah, let's hear from Chris."
Cody's our leader at 4-2, and then I believe did G-Man go 1-5?
Jerry went 4-2 as well.
Jerry went 4-2. So Jerry, Cody, not Chris. And then
some 3-3s, 2-4s, and G-Man's at 1-5.
A shameful performance.
Bang your booty out there, brother. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not? We'll go streaking, and we'll recap Pick 6.
What?
Nope, that was this segment.
We're going to do it again.
Oh, you know what? We did not get any hits, and Henry went 4-2.
It all happened. Yeah, Henry went 6-0. No, we'll talk to Matt Barrows, of course, when we come back. I was just,
you were teasing.
Yeah, I was teasing. I was being a
You were teasing the tease.
Any interest in gauging the Spurs' interest in trading one of their guards?
Oh, I thought you said for Victor Wembanyama. I'd be interested in
I would like that.
Why? So to have more guards?
No, point guard.
Who?
Well,
you want the Kings to have more guards.
The funniest thing would be De'Aaron Fox, but
trade for Fox?
Too expensive.
I don't think the money would work, unfortunately. But the Spurs have the opposite problem the Kings do. The Spurs are overrun with quality point guards because Ron Harper's kid has been having quite the introduction to the NBA so far. And last night against the Nets, or was that the night before?
It was yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday. Again, the guy's only been in the league, 3 games now? But 20 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals with 0 turnovers in 29 minutes.
How was that game close?
I don't. Dude, it was
big,
weird.
And then they blew the lead, and
I don't.
Then they won.
I don't know. Wemby 31-14, 4 assists, 3 steals, 6 blocks.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, is there a better example in sports right now of if he stays healthy? I don't know. I mean, look, they're 3-0, and good for them.
Yep.
And despite me making them my team to click, I ain't taking showers with everyone yet because there's a 11-point win over the Nets at home. There's a 4-point win, I believe, in OT over New Orleans. And then they absolutely demolished the Mavericks in Dallas. That's a quality win, but also the Spurs coming up is very interesting, Jason. I was looking at this. So they got Toronto at home, they have Miami at home, then they go to Phoenix, then they go to LA. So I'm thinking probably 3-2 at least in there. I need to see a week from Friday, Houston versus the Spurs is going to be interesting. That's going to be a nice little early measuring tape because you've got the Spurs, which are gigantic alien Victor Wembanyama super stud,
right,
and a bunch of itty bitties around him, and then you've got the Rockets that are all an average of 7'6". How is that going to work one off the other?
Yeah, how do we sort that out?
But I'm just saying, man, they've got Fox, Castle, and now perhaps Harper.
And Fox still isn't even there.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. I know this is there's a taboo subject in this town now for some dumb reason, but I think there's a lot of people that forgot about De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
And
who?
Like him, for example. Like that he literally put up 60 on a not that great Kings team last year. Very curious to see how those two interact over a full season, him and Wemby.
Yeah. Hey, look, the Lakers just came in here and won with Austin Reaves.
Yeah.
So what if they call the Spurs and say Luka and LeBron and a pick for Wemby?
I think the Spurs immediately hang up the phone. I don't think
you can get him.
I legitimately don't.
And Mahomes. And Shohei.
I don't think there's a package for him.
Honestly, if this was a possibility of a trade, could Shohei be traded for Wembanyama? Or vice versa? Would that be the trade? How do you get Victor Wembanyama?
Here's why I don't think that they would trade for Shohei. Here's why. I think Shohei to baseball is as much of an alien as Victor Wembanyama because of the pitching. But Victor Wembanyama is 20% of the entire team on the floor at all times. I don't think Shohei has the same impact on the game day to day that Victor does.
If Shohei had the human ability to pitch every day, then it may be.
Yes. But even
because
then,
he's pitching and hitting.
But even then, he comes up to the plate 4 times a game.
I know, but if he was pitching as a starter every day.
You're right. But he'd have to be at a perennial Cy Young.
Yeah.
Is there is Victor Wem? Oh my God. Okay, we got a break. But this is a great combo. Is Victor Wembanyama the most valuable, coveted player in sports right now? I think it's him and Macklin celebrating. And the Sharks got an OT win.
Hockey Dave.
I saw the highlight. We'll take a break. When we come back, Matt Barrows next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Ready to pregame for your next big arena event? Head to Beach Hut Deli, a Sacramento tradition for over 40 years where aloha is served daily. Located just steps from the arena, whether it's game day or a concert night, it's the perfect spot to gather with friends and enjoy amazing sandwiches. Planning a bigger get-together? Beach Hut Deli offers endless catering options to bring those fresh, delicious flavors to your next party or event. Beach Hut Deli. Good vibes, great food, and epic times await.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yeah. Yep. Bobby, what should we do? Okay. Let's get busy right now and welcome in from The Athletic, senior writer. I don't know if that's even the title or not, but it sounds right. It's got to be the senior writer. Not that he's old or anything. I'm just saying, like, he's the man.
Yeah.
The myth, the legend, covering your 49ers for The Athletic, Matt Barrows. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, guys.
How are
That's a senior citizen writer. That's my official title.
Yeah, here we are on a Monday, and I don't know. I was opining earlier, Matt. I'm curious as to what you think. Beyond the intricacies we'll get into about this loss, is this kind of like what we've expected earlier with all the injuries, and it just kind of reared its head yesterday, or did this even surprise you?
No, I mean, this is what you would expect from a team that's been racked by injuries and that's leaning on youth the way the 49ers are. I think that they are now in that chunk of teams in the middle of the NFL, the mids, if you will. And when you're a mid team, you have swings like this. You look great one week and you win and you think, wow, we're pretty good. And then the following week you go to Houston and you get your you-know-what's beat, and you sort of kind of vacillate between the two. And you see that with the Falcons did that as well. They beat the Buffalo Bills, and then they lose to the 49ers, and then the Texans lose badly to the Seattle Seahawks, and then they beat the 49ers. So they're part of that group of teams. And so the question is, in the second half of the season, can they pull out of that mid section of the league. And I think that there are arguments to be made for both, whether they can and they cannot. They're about to have a whole bunch of people come back over the next month, say. And so the question is, by the time you get to December and you're in the home stretch of the season, are you, one of the better teams in the NFL? Are you still one of the middle teams, or did those guys who came back, make any difference at all? Did other guys get hurt? Are you sort of lagging at the bottom?
Matt Barrows joining us from The Athletic, brought to you by Stockton Honda. Matt, we've said for years that any Kyle Shanahan 49er team, to me, it's like the perfect day is they get ahead. The terms of the game are they have control of that. The other team's playing catch up. They rely on special teams, defense, and certainly their offense. There was none of that yesterday. They were playing catch up all the game. They hardly had the ball. That was one of the more bizarre first halves I can ever remember, of just the disparity of time of possession. How crazy was that?
Yeah, it was. They just couldn't get off the field. And third down had been, what was sort of keeping them in the running this year. They've been really good on third down, both on offense and on defense. And obviously that was not the case yesterday. It was weird. Every time the Texans ran the ball, 49ers would stop them at the line, but not get them down. So, whether it was Woody Marks or Chubb, they would hit the line, get stopped, and then bounce off and gain 5 or 6 yards. And so then you're in a second and short, and it's an easier conversion. And that's what they did up and down the field. The 49ers kept them out of the end zone in that first half largely, but they weren't doing anything on offense either. So they won special teams, but they lost handily the other two facets of the game.
Matt, Chris McCaffrey, easily the game he's been most shut down on both sides. 43 yards receiving, just 8 rushes for 25 yards. Let's move the receiving to the side, because that's a completely different subject. When you look at the Niners rushing, 8.25 for McCaffrey, then add in 2 and 23, a 13-yard scramble for Mac Jones, 10 rushes, 48 yards, which is highly uncharacteristic of a Kyle Shanahan team that he would normally put out there. How much of that was on the Niners side, and how much of that do you think was due to the Texans being so effective?
Yeah, I think that was largely due to time of possession. I didn't think that, there were a couple of bad runs in there that didn't go anywhere, but I thought that, if the time of possession were even or close to even, by the third and fourth quarter, McCaffrey would have been gaining larger chunks. I think his average was 3.1 yards, which isn't great, but it's not putrid either. But there is something to be said about the Texans defense. And that's that they have good linebackers. And you can't really say that about a lot of teams in the NFL. And the Kyle Shanahan offense kind of gobbles up bad linebacking teams. That's sort of the focus of that offense, is to take advantage of linebacker play. It's if you get two small and quick guys out there, then you run the ball against them. If they're bigger plotting guys, then you match George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey against them in the passing game. I thought that the Texans linebackers were really good yesterday. And one of them is an ex-49er. Yeah. So, there are two teams that seem to know what they're doing with the linebacker group. And you would expect that on a team that's coached by a former linebacker like DeMeco Ryans.
Matt, you'd mentioned earlier that the 49ers are expecting to get some more guys back. We've seen Kittle back now for a couple of weeks. Is one of those guys Brock Purdy? He's been out longer than I think a lot of people thought he would be.
Yeah, I think there's guarded optimism that he's back for this upcoming game against the Giants. We watched him on Friday, and very brief kind of glimpse of practice on Fridays. But the glimpse did include him sort of working off by himself, and doing some things like he was sprinting, he was stop and go, he was hopping on one foot. And I could just tell from his body language that he was happy with how his body was responding. And so when practice started in earnest, he ran over to the quarterback group and got in with them. But it just seems like he has made some progress. He was actually on the road for this game and hadn't been for Tampa and LA before that. So that alone, I think, makes is an indication that the medical staff feels like that toe is healed enough that it's not going to be affected by a 3-hour flight to Houston. So I think all of that points to we'll have to wait on Wednesday to see whether he's limited or full go. I think the Thursday practice is the one to really watch because he could be limited on Wednesday, more of a kind of wait and see how the toe reacts. And if it's all good, then maybe he's full go on Thursday. And if he's full go on Thursday, I think he's the starter in New York.
Matt Barrows joining us. Matt, who am I? I'm thinking Pearsall, Brandon Ayuk. I imagine I'm missing somebody or a couple people or 20 players, but you were just kind of giving us an injury update on Brock Purdy. Would you mind continuing that on with the receivers, et cetera?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that Pearsall is in the same category. If it's not this week, it's the next week against the Rams. And then, the big news on Friday was that Kyle Shanahan said that Brandon Ayuk is now in a kind of week-to-week situation as far as opening his practice window. So, that theoretically could happen this week. He wouldn't play in New York. I think that the 49ers would, use most, if not all, of that 3-week kind of walk up to when they have to make a decision on him, have to activate him. But, I mean, it just shows that, I think a month is a reasonable timeline now for when he gets back onto the field. And so then we're going to have to go through when's he going to become the real Brandon Ayuk? And it's going to take time for that to happen. But again, my point is that by December, 1, this should be or could be probably the best way to phrase it, a different team, a different quarterback, your tight end, all your receivers are in the game. You've got Christian McCaffrey. It could be a good team. So, with the trade deadline coming up, the question is, okay, do you kind of sacrifice future picks for a team that right now, as we just, established, is sort of a middle of the road at best team, but one that could become a lot better in a month and a half.
And I want to follow up on Ayuk. As a Niner fan, and I make no bones about it, I find myself vacillating because I am really excited to get Brandon Ayuk back. And then I get a little too excited and think, we can get Purdy back and this and Ayuk. And now it's let's go. But then there's a little part of me that stops and goes, before Ayuk got injured last year, it's important to remember he wasn't exactly banging it up. He had 147 yards on 8 catches against Arizona October 6th. But Matt, 2 catches for 37 yards, 2 catches for 23 yards, 2 catches for 48 yards, 5 catches for 48, 43, 28. Going back, he was having, I think, his worst regular season of his life before that injury. Is there any optimism off of that? Maybe I'm missing something that happened last year before the injury, or is it a coin flip when he comes back as to which Ayuk we're getting?
Yeah, no, I think it's a coin flip. I mean, I wouldn't expect much from the early Ayuk that you see out there. And it's because last year he didn't practice.
Yeah.
That was the contract year where he was holding out or holding in, as it were, and just wasn't out there with Brock Purdy. And so it led to this stuttered start for him. And so he's been out even longer now with an injury, no less. So I don't think that you can expect him to be any better than last year's early season Brandon Ayuk initially. Now, whether there's enough runway for him to kind of get going, I don't know. But, I mean, you're seeing that with Juwan Jennings, too. He was injured for most of training camp. He's been injured for a lot of the regular season. He does not look like peak Juwan Jennings, which is the Juwan Jennings we saw last year. Bottom line, all of these guys, it's hard to think that they can hit full throttle right off the bat, because now Pearsall has missed more than a month as well. So, like I said, November I think is still going to be dicey, but by December you can kind of see them gelling to a point. And this is, by the way, if everyone remains healthy.
Right.
And it's very, very hard to expect that given what we've seen over the first 8 games. But if that were to happen, or, they're so talented that even if it's just 3 or 4 of these guys that we're talking about that do string together a month and a half together at practice, in games, etc., you would think that by December they could have something going.
Matt, yesterday, a guy that had been rumored to be, targeted for the 49ers is Trey Hendrickson, left that game against the Bengals. Is still your belief that that's probably the number one point of emphasis, is to get some more help up front defensively for this team come trade deadline time?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's very much in play. At this point, it's a matter of bodies. Jordan Elliott went down with an ankle injury. Sam Okuano went down with an ankle injury yesterday. Alfred Collins had to leave the game briefly with a shoulder injury. I think he's okay. But my point is that, they're already brought up 2 guys from the practice squad for this game. I mean, they're running out of defensive linemen. So at some point they have to bring in somebody just to kind of suit up. But, more to the point, it's that a lot of these guys, they're playing more snaps than you would want. I mean, Collins played, I wrote this down, 54 snaps yesterday. Michael Williams played 53. We saw Bryce Huff playing a lot more in recent games than he did early in the season, and lo and behold, he comes down with a hamstring strain. Williams is having to play more defensive end, where I imagine they would want him to be rushing the passer on obvious passing down from defensive tackle. I'm just saying that even if you just bring in one guy, it lessens the snap count. It allows people to play in the positions that they were designed to play in when the season began. I just think that there's a domino effect, even if it's, an Arden Key. I think that would be a significant addition to that defensive line.
Matt, it's a real interesting 5-game stretch before the bye week coming up. They go to New York to take on the Giants, which was that, am I right? Wasn't that where Bosa initially hurt his knee years ago?
Yeah, in 2020.
That's right, in 2020. So bad memories there, but the Giants also suffering a huge loss with our very own Cam Scatterbo out for the year. Then it's back home for a revenge game for the Rams against the Niners at Levi. Then Arizona, Carolina, Cleveland before the bye week, and then they get Tennessee before the Colts. So real interesting stretch where you could argue they'll probably be favored in 4 of those 5 games, and if that followed through, they're 9-4 going into the bye with Tennessee at home coming out of it. So how, in your opinion, how much of their wins and losses over the next few weeks is going to dictate John Lynch's aggression, or does he know he needs to do something no matter what?
I think it's the latter. I mean, there's only one more game before the trade deadline, the one in New York. And, I guess you could argue that if they have another catastrophic injury, guys out for the year, key guy in New York, which isn't out of the realm of possibility given the location and given this team's snake bit luck this year, that would cause him to kind of pull back on trade. But like I said, I mean, they're just so beat up along the line. Even the guys that are playing. I mean, you see Kalia Davis batting down a pass with his good hand, and then the camera shows him with his giant club on the other hand. So, he's got a broken hand. Michael Williams has a wrist injury. CJ West has a broken thumb. There are guys out there right now who are, who are beat up. So, like I said, having even one quality guy in the lineup, saving a Michael Williams, 8 snaps a game, I think that's significant. Because at some point, you're going to get to a point where these guys are just kind of spinning their wheels. I mean, the guys that I'm mentioning, Collins and Williams, are both rookies. They've already played a college season almost. And they're going to be getting into that rookie wall stage. And just don't know if you're, even the development is sort of affected by that at that point. So I just think that it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for the fan base for sure. And probably the right thing to do as far as the development of these young guys, which seems to be a priority for this team.
Matt, just to do a little division check-in on the NFC West, the division basically had the bye besides the 49ers. And, now just a half game back. The good news is they've played them all already and beaten them all, so they'll have a second run through. As you look at it, I would have guessed it's obviously between the Rams and the Seahawks. Who do you think the Niners think is their biggest competition as they go the rest of the way?
Well, the Rams are their twins. So, the two organizations are very similar. Philosophy, they always go after the same guys. They're probably going after the same trade guys right now and sort of upping the cost of their trade targets. So I would think that they feel like it's the Rams at this point. But the Seahawks are good. I mean, look at what they did to the Texans versus what the 49ers did to the Texans. The Seahawks defense is playing really well, and they may have the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Matt Barrows of The Athletic, each and every week, breaks down the 49ers winning or losing regardless. He shows up, and we appreciate that. Matt, thanks for the time. Make sure you look for Matt's pieces in The Athletic. Subscribe and save right now, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay. Talk to you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
You got it, brother. Thank you. That is Matt Barrows. And yeah, man, I don't want to get too high or too low with this team. It's tough to do.
Right.
I think that regardless.
They're in okay shape.
Yeah. Regardless of that loss to Houston.
Yeah.
They, because of injury, have outperformed expectations, I think. But nobody cares if you're injured, dude. It's wins and losses. Now, that schedule is interesting. This is where their schedule comes into play, dude.
Yeah.
That is even after the Titans, they go to the Colts, who, by the way, are the best team in football right now. From
Amazingly,
the looks of
but
it.
yeah.
So cool. At Colts and then home Bears, home Seahawks. The Niners really only have, now look, they could still lose a bunch of these games, but I would say the Rams, the Colts, and the Seahawks. Those are their three, those are probably the only 3 games they won't be favored in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick up for my Raider fan friends here for a second. Who, by the way, good news, they did not lose last
They did
week.
not.
Congratulations, Raider fan. But they're 2-5.
Mm-hmm.
They come back after this bye, home Jacksonville. That ain't no walk in the park. At Denver, home Dallas, home Cleveland. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, maybe you get 2 wins out of that. I'm just saying, between Jacksonville, Dallas, and Cleveland all at home. At the Chargers, home Denver.
Wait, Dallas is in Vegas?
Dallas is in Vegas, yes.
Oh, man. Yeah. How many Cowboy fans will be there for
they'll
that
take
game?
the whole place over.
Yeah.
Home Cleveland, at Chargers, home Denver, at Eagles, at Texans, home Giants, home Chiefs. Now, look, the Raiders have a weird way over the years, regardless of how crappy they are. There's always going to be that, division game or two every year where they are heavily underdogged and they win. But you look at the Raiders in part because of that schedule. What are they looking at? 4-13, 5-12. And I fully admit, if you look, the Niners are a better team than the Raiders, but you switch those schedules. This was, I guess, the year the Niners really. I'd rather have, honestly. It's such a blessing for the Niners to have the schedule they've been given this year, because if things were to work out and they were to do damage in the playoffs, you can point to the fact that, well, they got into the playoffs in large part because of that schedule, which gave them time to heal, plus let them win a few games with everybody injured they normally wouldn't have.
Yeah, and I got to believe, it's an organization that just thinks differently than some of the others. They're not just trying to get to the Super Bowl. They're here to win it. And I think that's good. That's healthy. I think it's still I think that's a realistic goal. Do you?
This year?
Yeah.
For the Niners to make the Super Bowl?
It feels a little bit of a stretch now, but not a crazy. It's not.
Yeah.
You could look at this and go, ideally you have Warner, ideally you have Bosa. There are pieces that you go, that is a Super Bowl caliber team if things go right. Things have not gone right, and they've suffered significant injuries, but I think you still have to give this group a shot. That's why I think you have to pursue somebody defensively, but you just hope it doesn't gut your future.
I would say this. I think the Niners might be my third or fourth pick as of right now if I had to wager to come out of the West, to come out of the NFC.
Yeah. But they're on your list.
They're on my list, and it's a chip and a chair.
Right.
What I find interesting is, so you have the Packers at 5-1-1, Eagles, Bucks, Seahawks, Lions, Rams. I would say at least 2 to 3 of those teams, to me, are better than the Niners, and that's not going to get better unless they acquire somebody, even with Purdy and Ayuk back. What I find really interesting is the 49ers, as of right now, have the 7th best record in the NFC, right? Because that lost. They dropped down a bunch. But listen to these next 4, dude. The Bears at 4-3. The Panthers at 4-4. The Cowboys at 3-4-1. The Falcons at 3-4. And you've got teams like the Vikings and the Commanders that I think everybody thought most people thought were going to do well this year. And they've had those quarterback issues. So there's the NFC West is like the opposite to me of the Western Conference in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Like it is top heavy, but then once you get down to numbers 8 through 16, it's oh my God, what the hell is going on here? I have no idea. So it'll be interesting to follow the rest of the season. We'll take a break when we come back. What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We'll recap both 3 in the keys from the weekend and then crosstalk with Alan's celebrity birthdays. Big half hour for you next.
You might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-292-0975. 800-292-0975. Again, that's 800-292-0975.
When the chill in the air sends shivers down your spine,
LaVine. Don't let your home turn into a haunted house. Keep things cozy and safe with Maverick Electric, your local family-owned team you can trust. Maverick Electric cares about the families they serve because they're part of this community too. So before the real chill sets in, schedule your seasonal tune-up. Visit MaverickElectricalServices.com and let their family keep yours warm and beautiful this Halloween season.
People are coming from all over to have the best car buying experience at Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's because it's the place where a handshake still means something. And right now, it's their Drive in the Fall event, where you're going to get the lowest price guaranteed on your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. See for yourself at SacSuperstore.com.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is, live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is gonna be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, Jason, I'm glad the voice person asked what's on deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing, because what's on deck is incredibly important today. This is the best what's on deck we will have all year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sports Equinox, episode 1. You want some hockey? We've got hockey. I don't know why, but if you're into hockey, fine. I'm not judging.
Right.
Hey, how about some NFL football?
You got that Monday night?
Commanders at Chiefs.
Commanders and Chiefs.
Commanders and Chiefs. All of them. How about baseball?
Yeah, I'd like that.
World Series, Game 3, Blue Jays, Dodgers. And, of course, we've got a nice, decent slate of NBA basketball. Unfortunately, no Sacramento Kings tonight, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games.
And some Western Conference matchups like tomorrow's opponent, the Thunder.
That is
at the Mavericks.
Absolutely correct.
Let's see what Austin Reaves does against the Blazers.
Let's.
Holmgren from Gonzaga. Chet Holmgren doesn't even look like a basketball star. He looks like a guy from eSports.
Can the Spurs go to 4-0 at home against the Raptors?
Yeah.
Can the Celtics get their first win of the season? They're 0-3, which is almost as bad as the combined 0-5 Nets Rockets.
It was great.
Nets Rockets.
Will the Bulls go to 3-0 hosting the Hawks?
Hawks.
Will Joel Embiid go to 3-0 hosting the 1-2 Magic? And then you have the 2-1 Cavs at the 2-1 Pistons. That's going to be gritty. Couple of blue-collar teams going at it.
The Flyers mascot's going to be there?
What is that, gritty?
Couple of gritty teams.
I hate you with passion of 1,000
Nitty
suns.
will be there.
Nitty will be there and Gritty?
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be kind of funny if they had co-mascots.
That would be like the mom for Mother's Day, right?
The what?
You know how like they have the mother mascot?
Oh, yeah. Day? Let's see. You could have Nitty and Gritty.
And if it's a really bad mascot, it would be, never mind.
And if it was a big, like, circular structure with, like, a thing on it, it would be City.
Rest in peace, country singer Conway Twitty.
Oh.
I think it's an RIP, right?
It is an RIP.
Okay, good.
And you know what?
Gritty's got a cousin that's a rapper.
Is it a rapper that's currently in jail?
No.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that one.
Who?
Fitty.
Right. And, there's a lot of people that hear about the Niners' injuries, and they also have an emotion like a mascot. They have absolutely zero pity. I did a whole
kitty.
Well, you know what? People will never say about this part of the show that it's witty. Let's
Sports Equinox, everybody.
Let's recap some Three in the Keys, guys.
I don't know. This show's been pretty litty.
Are you saying, is it with just one person doing it, or is it by committee?
Oh, man, it might be time to quitty.
Why are we number one? What is wrong with you people? Let's recap, please. Three in the Key. Three in the Key is very fun when the Kings win, but it's not when they lose. It's also not fun when they lose, when the Lakers get 100,000 free throws to the Kings won. Approximate numbers.
Well, we're starting with the first game. They won this
Yeah.
game. Friday night, we made predictions on who would score the first points at Golden One Center this year for the Kings. First points of the season. Dave, you said DeRozan. I said LaVine. Chris said Schroeder. We have a correct answer, and it goes to Chris. Schroeder scored the first points.
Wow, Chris Schroeder.
Yes. Then we asked who would score the last points for the Kings. Dave, you said Ellis. I said Monk. Chris also agreed and said Monk. Well, it was Domantas Sabonis putback that would eventually win it. Dave, your random stat for game one against the Jazz, you said LaVine would score 50.
Hey,
31.
It was close. Yeah. More than halfway there.
I said there would be a 20-point swing in the game. Yeah. Well, at one point, there was a 6-point lead for the Jazz. Largest lead for the Kings was 8. That's 14.
It's not enough.
Not enough.
By the way, when I said Zach LaVine would score 50, I meant the following game, and I meant Austin Reaves.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I wrote that in wrong.
Yeah, you kind of did.
And then Chris said, I would see the beam while at Sac State. He's not wrong. I did not see the beam, but the beam was lit.
But that's not what he said. He said you would see the beam while you're at Sac
But
State.
I feel like that's more on me for not seeing it.
He wasn't looking for it.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I needed to look for it.
Okay, well, I mean, fine. If we want to give participation trophies to Chris, that's great. But you didn't. Hey, let me just ask you this.
Yeah.
True or false? You did not see the beam at Sac State.
I did not see the beam. That's true.
Okay. Chris said you'd see the beam at Sac State. But fine, let's give him a point.
Okay.
Here you go. I'm gonna give him a point right now.
Point has been given.
Yeah.
All right. Next
feel
up.
good.
Hey, re-rack it. We got to do another game.
Re-rack it.
Kings and Lakers. Go ahead.
Oh, damn it. I couldn't remember. Can you redo that, please? No, I had to do math. Dun, 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 dun. And I didn't do the math right. 20 years and 1 day since Doug Christie punched Rick Fox in his dumb chin. The Lakers came to town, and Austin Reaves scored 50 with his stupid dumb chin. I don't know that he has dumb chin. I think
I'm going to go with dumb
Oh,
chin.
looks pretty dumb.
No, he's dumb chin. Dumb chin, D-U-M-P-T-I-O-N, dumb chin. Means to score 50 when a lot of it comes from the free throw line.
And Dave really hates Austin Reaves. You know why?
Why?
Because he plays for the Lakers, and Dave
hates LA. He's the one wearing LA gear today.
UCLA. I'm supporting them. They lost by 50.
They did, which is one less than Austin Reaves had. Back to you.
All right. Well,
Austin Reaves outscored.
What?
I didn't hear any of that.
Austin Reaves outscored the team that beat Jason's team.
Oh, look at what's online today. Hey, there's a sale on Amazon. Oh, look, a kitty that's jumping. I'm just
trying to distract. It's not working.
No, I'm doing the thing where
I want to.
Like two family members are fighting, and you're just like, oh, look at my PlayStation's dirty.
So you know how Jason feels all the time with us.
All right. We started with Luka's stat line. We wanted points, rebounds, and assists. Davey said 33, 8, and 12. I said 38, 8, and 13. Chris said 26, 7, and 12. He didn't play.
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy.
Well, going by what you were saying earlier, technically isn't Chris closer by numbers, I think? He had the lowest points. Yeah, great. Hey, Chris
give him a point.
You get another BS point. You get another Phoenix point, we'll call it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then we asked for Zach LaVine's points. Dave, you said 25.
I did.
I said 27. Chris said 32. We actually have a correct answer, and it's Chris. He got exactly 32.
Is it a real correct answer, or did LaVine have 31 and, or whatever, and Chris just was close?
32. Okay. Chris got it. Then our random stat. Dave, you said Brie Larson celebrity sighting.
And she was there. How weird is that? Did you guys
but we didn't see her.
No,
she was at the game, but we didn't see her. So is that a sighting?
We all saw her but you. She was in the Lexus Lounge. How crazy is that?
Oh, so, yeah, of course, Jason and I didn't see anybody in the Lexus Lounge like
Captain
you did.
Marvel. I wasn't there.
Your spies told you?
Yeah, my Lexus Lounge insiders told me, yeah. By the way, Lexus Lounge, number 3 ranked lounge at the, I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. Number 3.
Okay, in your power rankings?
So, in the power rankings, so it goes, what is there? There's Assembly, I think. And there's another one. I mean, they're all great lounges.
Chris and I wouldn't know.
I'm Dave. I rate the different luxury lounges at the arena.
I've never been to any of these lounges much.
How are you rating?
Lexus Lounge. Number 2 is the Row 1 Club.
Okay.
And then number 1, Vivek has like his own little like lounge for like 20 people. That's where like Kelsey Grammer goes. Yeah, Jason Ross.
Question in the back. Can you tell us what defines a good lounge?
I'm just going by exclusivity. I'm just going by how hard it is to get in, like monetarily, or you got to know someone, or you're a Kelsey Grammer. Yes, Jason Ross.
Also, what is provided in these lounges?
I can't tell you what's provided in Vivek's.
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
I cannot tell you what's provided in the owner's lounge. I can't. I've never stepped foot in there.
Any other lounge?
I was given a security-led tour into these lounges before for purposes of
that the others couldn't see you.
So that to make sure I wasn't going to touch anything.
You needed some quiet time.
Let me tell you something, dude. The Row 1 Club is where it's at. Holy crap, these people.
I'll have to take your word for it.
These rich. First off, you guys are going to think I'm making this up. I'm not. There's like a whole seafood tower in the middle, and then there's sushi.
You just want to push it over.
100%. And then, you have a menu. Did you want to order the steak? Did you want to order the salmon? Because they'll bring it to you. And then on your way out with your free drinks, and free, you got to pay you got to sit front row to do that. So God knows what they're paying. And then on the way out, dude, there are shelves with jars upon jars upon jars of different candies. And I'm not talking about like the little Smarties, although I'm talking about like king size like candy bars and crap, full packs of Mambas.
Yeah.
And then they have pre-boxed.
That's scary.
Pre-boxed things of popcorn.
Oh.
It must be nice to live that life, dude.
You know it.
You make
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
Get a college football coaching job. And Chip Kelly could go there. $54 million.
Yeah.
Family.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, Chip Kelly too.
Yeah. By the way, so you had the Brie Larson celebrity sighting.
I guess I did.
I said Luka and Reddick would both get technicals. That did not happen, and Chris said Luka would get tossed. Well, he was not at the game, so maybe Chris gets another point.
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy. Did he say Luka could get tossed?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't playing. He probably got tossed. Because he drank beer. By the way, I'm not making fun of this at all, but I just found out literally that there's a Hurricane Melissa. I did not find. I thought it was. Everybody stay safe. Hurricane Melissa. All right, when we come back, celebrity birthdays and crosstalk with Alan Stiles right after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, let me tell you a little something about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, a lawyer right here in downtown Sacramento, and he's here to help. He's here to help you in your time of need. You might need some representation. Well, I've got your guy for you. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187. Now, he's specialized in expungements, something that's happened in your past that you'd like removed from your record that's keeping you from doing some things. He can do that. He can help you with that. Yeah, that's where he's specialized in, but criminal defense, car accidents, wrongful termination cases, sexual harassment cases, all sorts of things you might need representation, or you just have some questions. Well, that's why you give him a call. Again, at SacLegalDefense.com. It's Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law. Call him at 916-304-9187.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Hey everyone, it's Kyle Draper here. If you're in the market for a new car, let me tell you about my experience with Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the moment I walked into their state-of-the-art showroom, I knew I was making the right choice. There was no pressure from the sales staff, and if I'm being honest, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV, and let me tell you why. First of all, the comfort. After a long day at work, I actually look forward to being in my car. It has several different massage settings, including my favorite, hot relaxing back. Plus, the seat heating and cooling features are perfect for the hot summer or those chilly mornings. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5, or you can shop online anytime at mbfstockton.com. That's mbfstockton.com, and tell them Drape sent you.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
And now,
here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
And here we go. Yeah, Chris, you were right. Alan didn't have the guts to do it.
No.
To
do what?
Hey, Alan.
Have your headphones plugged in.
Hello.
How was your weekend?
Good. It was good.
Would you like to participate in today's show question?
Sure.
In all the American sports, is Victor Wembanyama the most untradeable?
Well, I can't, speak to, I'm sure there's some.
Personally, I'd say Messi.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure there's some football players that people would say.
First off, American sports.
Oh,
MLS is an American
was
sport.
it between him and Mahomie? Is it those two?
It's Shohei.
We thought,
yeah.
I still think it's Wembanyama. I think largely because of age.
Yeah. But like if there's a way to
Wembanyama.
cross sports, would Shohei get traded for Wembanyama? I don't know.
Well, who would be responsible for the deferred payments?
Yeah. Honestly, I would put Mahomes over Shohei.
Really?
Just based on the importance of the position.
Okay.
Shohei
fair.
was on the Angels and they didn't do jack.
So you don't think Mahomes is necessarily better in his sport than Shohei is in his sport all around,
important.
but he's more. That's a fair take. It's
I would
worth
put
discussion.
Mahomes over him. I'm not putting Mahomes over Wembanyama, though.
Yeah. My goodness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, my goodness.
And those other two have won championships.
They have.
Yeah, but again, they didn't even get to the play. They had Shohei and Trout.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what's so
and
interesting, real quick.
Yeah.
They call football the ultimate team sport.
Yeah.
Right? They do call it that, but there's so much on the quarterback. I struggle with it, and obviously I'm a baseball guy, but I feel like You have Shohei and Trout, you don't get to the playoffs. You have a good quarterback, you're going to have a chance, but they call football the ultimate. I feel like it's baseball just based on you need so much to go right.
So ultimate team sports of the big three ranked. Baseball, football, basketball.
I would say so, but everyone says football, that's like the thing, but I've always disagreed with that. And there's my example right there, fellas.
Yeah.
Ultimate team
Good
sport,
example.
tag.
You ever watch it when it's on?
No, tag team, not tag.
Oh.
Back again?
Back again.
Tag team.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do watch it.
I have watched tag on TV.
It's good.
I'm still waiting for the Ocho to become a full-time thing because I would watch it.
It's on all the time, though. I don't know if there's another deal. Maybe because they're always arguing, they keep losing rights to stuff, the 4-letter network. But the Ocho's on like every other week because I'll record it for my toddler, like the slippery stairs and stuff.
I like that.
It's on every week.
Do they? Why?
The one I really like is keeping the balloon up.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Did you see the coffin wrestling?
No.
They wrestle in a coffin.
A coffin match? Because I know that.
They're in a coffin wrestling.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
That's snug.
Then there's a Papa shot. That's the easy one. Yeah.
Easy, huh?
I would win.
Did you guys?
You would win.
Have you
Well,
guys?
you can sign up for those tryouts. Shouldn't you do that? I remember someone saying that they would win.
Have you guys seen the one where everybody's hanging on this square bar and there's like 6 guys hanging on the bar facing each other? And
where'd that guy come from?
Dude, and then you basically everybody kicks at everybody until there's one person remaining, and
That
it
looks
is
awful.
Yeah, come on,
brutal, dude.
At least the slap one, they're getting somewhat paid. These guys are
No, they're
doing
not.
it for the love of the game.
Let me tell you something. There's going to be a day that comes where we're going to look back and we're going to look at the slap fighting and we're going to go, how did that possibly ever get sanctioned? How did that
I think we're saying
ever
that
happen?
now.
Yeah,
We are, but like after it's been made illegal and everyone's like, how did that even possibly come about? Like there is no more egregious.
Oh, that one is
way.
the
Yeah,
one, man.
I'm telling you, I would watch. I've got it on for the guys here. I've got this. I don't know what the hell you call this, man. This.
What did you search?
Monkey bar kicking fights.
All right. Did you see the pillow fight one?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Put rocks in there.
That one could get legs.
Yeah.
I have never seen the slippery stairs one, but is that
What?
Oh, that's
is that
great.
similar? I've always wanted to see races up down escalator.
No, it's
Is
like
this better?
It's it's
Okay.
I don't know what they put oil or like
It's just,
soap.
it's soap.
I'm shocked that you haven't seen it.
No. But that hold on. Is the thing up there? It's like it's old. It's been. I've seen it. I think, but it's like 10 years. I think I probably
Well,
saw
they've
5 or 10
rebooted it.
years.
It's new again.
Okay, that's where they. Yeah, and they'll.
Yeah, and then you take people out.
I know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
Yeah. And then I guess I haven't recorded, but I haven't watched yet. There's slippery hockey.
Oh,
I haven't
fun.
recorded. I haven't watched it. But I'm telling you, the Ocho is on
The
every
ice
other
isn't
week.
slippery enough?
I think they're
I know,
playing
right?
on like a soapy surface. I got to fire it up.
I think. What about hockey, but with like speed bumps in the ice? Just randomly flying. There's like
Manholes.
Maybe it's a couple of jumps.
Yeah.
No, make hockey more fun. I'm telling you.
Hockey is fun.
They also need to make the puck a lot bigger. That's what I think will fix hockey.
That's the problem.
There's nothing wrong with hockey, shut up. There's no reason to fix it. Oh yeah, well it's doing so amazing. No, I'm saying make the puck like 5 times as big.
But you know what about hockey?
So I can see it.
It's pizza.
How are they going to score?
Is hockey the
clubs
equivalent
and
of
sticks.
like a company that might not ever go public, but it'll never have to fire
You're
everyone?
on to something,
like,
dude.
It just kind of
No,
sits there.
You know what? This won't match what you're saying, but honestly, hockey.
You're right on there. Now, this is something that is completely against your argument.
It's like a cousin because I feel like hockey in the American sports / Canadian, hockey is like the Sears.
Yeah.
It's
like,
just there, dude.
right.
Nobody really goes.
Are they trying to grow it
They're
at
not
this
going
point?
out of business.
You guys
Didn't
agree,
Sears
of
go
course.
out of business?
They still, but that's why I said it
Or
wouldn't
is it
match
Macy's?
exactly.
It could be Macy's.
Maybe a Macy's. Yeah, but see, people, I think, isn't Macy's still like, oh, I got this.
Yeah,
at
I
Macy's.
mean, yeah.
Like,
is it TJ Maxx? That doesn't sound right.
It's like
maybe
Sears and Montgomery Ward.
You know what it is?
Say it.
It's Kohl's.
Oh,
It's
Kohl's.
fine.
It's like,
my wife
Ross.
loves Kohl's. We have a whole
yeah.
section of her Kohl's. Like, she'll get Kohl's cash in the mail and she stashes it. It's so brilliant because it'll be like, hey, you can save $3 on any item that's $10 or more. And now she's got to go because she's saving $3. Like, bro, they're getting you to.
Right. But then you go
and you're going to buy 9 other things.
Kohl's, a little more expensive than I thought, but not bad. That's hockey.
Okay.
Is
Now we
hockey
know.
the medieval times of sports where like it's there and you don't understand how it's still there, but every time you go, it's like super full and you're gonna see something.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, dude, you don't like medieval times? You need to go there and see it in person. I think that's actually what it is.
Yeah.
You have to see it in person. And it's just there. And you don't know, how do you afford to do all of this? But here we go. It's full.
I look, go to a Sharks game. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
You know, didn't they used to have, remember the Heat? Sacramento Heat?
What?
The Sacramento Heat. Stockton.
The Stockton
Thunder?
I guess they're all the same to you, huh?
Wow. All right. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by. Hey, remember the Sacramento Heat?
It was hot.
It was
Wasn't that
hot
this summer.
Brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, remember the Sacramento Heat? I do. And when remembering them, have yourself a Crumble Cookie. Jason Ross.
All right. Happy birthday today to Lonzo Ball.
Oh, someone get this one.
UCLA's Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
UCLA.
Lonzo.
Yes, I do.
Lonzo Ball is 27 today.
Yeah. I don't think he's 29. That feels, they were all pretty young. I'm going to say 28.
29.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Alan Stiles.
Come on,
28
told you.
Lonzo.
Stop playing with
Kelly Osbourne.
She looks different now.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
Remember when well, no.
Oh,
I used to watch the show.
Yeah, I did too.
And then I saw her recently when her dad passed away. And she looks very different. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, the separation about 25 years?
Yeah, she looks different.
Yeah.
Kelly Osbourne is 40.
No
clue.
Yeah, I think she's probably a little older than that. I'm going to say 42.
43.
We have a tie between Dave and Alan. 41.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Lemon Pepper Lou Williams.
I was like, who the hell is? Oh yeah,
Malik.
Magic City.
Oh wait, this guy's spicy.
Yeah, it's Magic.
Is this an interview?
LPL is. He is also 40 today.
He did play for a while.
He played for a while.
Yeah, he did play for a while. 39.
40.
That's what I said.
2 40s and a 39. We have a correct answer, and it goes to Alan Stiles.
Boom.
Wow.
All right, one more, Alan. Let's see. Andrew Bynum.
Go at it. Last All-Star the Los Angeles Lakers
Andrew
drafted.
Bynum.
Wait, did they draft Reaves? He wasn't. Was he?
He kind of played for a while too.
Came in at 18 though.
46.
No, Andrew
high.
Bynum is also 40.
Really?
He is, I believe he's 40.
2 40s and a 46. The 2 40s are closest. He's 38.
Sorry,
Oh,
Andrew.
wow.
Dang.
All right, coming up on Alan's show is a big NFL weekend. Obviously, 2 games for the Kings. What else, Alan?
You got it, Dave.
All coming up next on a huge day here at the station. I think right here on Sactown Sports.
But
bye-bye now.
Yeah.
And
Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga? Chet Holmgren doesn't even look like a basketball star. He looks like a guy from eSports.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Granger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRANGER